I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. There's a video that is sweeping the nation. You can check it out on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. This dude that just discovered that the popular way to knock on a door is actually based off of a song, a real song, and the song is called "Shaving a Haircut." And here's Callum talking about this.
I found out that this knock has a name. What? I was watching Netflix with the subtitles on. Someone knocked like that, and it came up in the subtitles. The name of that knock is the Shave and a Haircut. It's Shave and a Haircut, 2 bits.
What? You guys don't know that?
And
we're old. Yep. Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. Danny's a millennial.
Yeah. Steve, you and I are the old guys.
Hey, Vicky knows it.
I knew the shave and the
Guy.
haircut, and then I didn't remember the last part. And I don't think it was Family Guy. It's just one of those random things you just kind of know.
I know nothing else about it, though. I don't know the song. I don't even know what the hell 2 bits are. I mean, I'd imagine some kind of currency.
Yeah, it is. It might be... It might be 50 cents, 25 cents, like whatever a bit was.
Is that an English thing or an England thing or where is that?
It might have started in England. I don't know. I don't know. It could have been here in America. It feels very barbershop quartet-y.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So Wikipedia will find out for us.
That's so crazy. I just always you get to a point where you're like you just assume everyone knows something, but over time, why would anyone know that?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you pretty much can tell what generation you're from. And I wasn't sure if you'd know, Steve. I wasn't sure where you were. I'm wondering if some young Gen Xers don't know that either. You know, some folks that are on the cusp of millennial. And I wonder.
Somebody, one of the comments on TikTok for this video brought up Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
So I wonder if that was, I don't remember the movie.
Well, it didn't come. It's a lot older than that.
But I think they must have referenced it, I'd imagine.
The first known occurrence of the tune was in 1899, but it wasn't really until 1939 where Shaving a Haircut shampoo, which was used, kind of had the brief tunes, had the lyrics and stuff. So long time ago.
Oh, so somebody decided, hey, let me make that our jingle.
I guess. But they used it a lot in the Sesame Streets and the Muppets as well.
Oh,
so I'm sure that's probably where people recognize it the most.
Well, that's I feel
and
like
Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
And Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it from my dad and his whole it was always around the house.
That's right. In Roger Rabbit, I'm looking it up. It says that the cartoons can't resist finishing the 2 bits part when they hear the opening rhythm. So you start it, and the cartoons just have no choice but to respond.
That's
2 bits.
Funny.
Yeah.
Well, and I love the fact that it was a young dude, Callum over in England, a very young dude, having no idea that knock was actually based on a rhythm of a song.
Yeah, I would have never thought that. Like, just in general, like, oh, who came up with, like, you know
right.
what I mean?
Why would you even think about
Yeah.
it? Like, I need to know why we knock the way that we knock. And you think now people more knock like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory? I feel like that. What a weird conversation we're about to have.
Yeah.
Like, what are some iconic knocks, BJ?
That's the only knock that I know. The
Right.
two knocks right there. Usually, that's how you knock to let somebody know that you are not a stranger. Which is so weird because we all know that knock that we could pretend that we weren't a stranger if we, for some reason, had nefarious purposes while knocking on the door.
That was a not so secret knock to be like, it's cool, you can answer the door. I'm not like the FBI or something like that.
Yeah. And so somebody way back in the day thought it was really cute. Hey, let's knock on the door, and I'm going to be cute. I'm going to do it like shaving a haircut.
2 bits.
And somebody probably smile and go, oh, look at you, Mr. Music. And now it's just become, boom, that's what everybody does. And it just, like, I guess it's an easy rhythm to know because it's not like I taught anybody. I didn't say, Joe, this is how you, as a young man, should knock on a door.
Yeah, and I think that at that point, like, again, just it's referenced so much in pop culture
Yeah.
that you just hear it and it's like, oh, that's how you knock on a door.
Yeah, I think you just see a TV show or Who Framed Roger Rabbit doing it, and you're like, oh, yeah. I just love that also Netflix subtitled The Knock.
Yeah, right?
Like, oh,
Yeah.
It just doesn't say knocking.
I've learned a lot of song titles that way, though. Just like because we always have the subtitles on because I can't hear anything. So it's like a lot of times when we're watching TV, it's like, oh, that's a cool song, and I just automatically like look for it.
It's funny that you keep your subtitles on all the time.
Oh
Same.
yeah, I can't hear anything.
I should do that.
So, yeah.
Especially if they have accents.
Well, because you just got so much crap going on around the house. Tatum's yelling around, screaming. You know, my wife's saying something. I don't want to have the TV blasting, but I'm like, what the hell did they just say?
And there's so many damn movies where it's like the action scenes are really
I hate
loud,
that.
but the talking scenes are really, really low. And
Yep.
I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Especially Liam Neeson movies.
Yeah.
He's always talking like this.
Exactly.
Plus, you can eat crunchy snacks while you watch it. There you go. One of the things, I was looking for more information about this, and I totally forgot that if you whistle that tune in Mexico, it's actually very offensive. It's like you're insulting somebody, or just like, haha, you're kind of an a-hole or an idiot.
How did that happen?
I hear it all the time when I watch like soccer games and stuff. You just like that. I totally forgot that's a thing.
Really? So shaving a haircut 2 bits has turned into an offensive whistle in Mexico?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you an a-hole, or go.
Now,
go
I
do
would
this to
love-
your
In
mom.
Mexico, it's a sign of weakness to get a shave and a haircut, I've read.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes, so.
Or
So
maybe
is it-
you're...
Is it only if you whistle it, or is it if you knock it too?
I don't know if you knock it. I think I've done it. My mom yelled at me once, but I've mostly heard it in whistle tunes, like to be used as offensive, whether on TV or in sports games.
See, now that I would love to find the origin of. Like, how did it turn into that in Mexico?
Right. Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Whoa. That is really wild. Or did it start in Mexico and we in America just decided we're going to turn this around. We're going to make this a good thing. I don't know. That's that's so weird. Wow. Now I got to be careful because I don't want to knock that way and then get punched out in Mexico.
Okay, next time that you're in Mexico, knocking on random people's doors.
I do a lot of random knocking when I go to Mexico.
Fair.
So
Yes.
that's, I now, man, here I thought I was being friendly and I'm calling everybody an a-hole in the neighborhood.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's a TikToker named Caden who posted a video that went viral where he claims that he is selling frozen pizzas on DoorDash and getting 5-star reviews while doing it. And he calls his restaurant Boof Pizza. And
Boof Pizza's got the best pizza, man. It tastes just like the Giorno's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
And you can see the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. So here's a clip from his video.
I just opened up a pizza restaurant on DoorDash, but what they don't know is that I'll be selling frozen Walmart pizzas out of my kitchen. First, I ordered a bunch of pizza boxes with our logo on it because we had to look professional. Then I went to Walmart to buy other frozen pizzas, so I went home and set up a few things on the tablet DoorDash sent me, and our restaurant was live. We started getting orders fast, but the DoorDash drivers were mad at how long it was taking. But somehow, at the end of it all, everyone left 5-star reviews on the pizza, so I guess it worked.
I'm watching this video, and it's obvious. Like, this guy's a dork.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's getting a bunch of views for this, though.
Yeah, this is the thing.
The pizza doesn't even fit in the size of the box that he had.
No, of course not. Yeah, it is. Yeah. After posting this video, many people started debating the legality of his restaurant in the comments. Even DoorDash verified TikTok account commented saying, quote, "We'll ask our legal department about Boof Pizza."
Okay, I'm actually enjoying this because it's gotten to this point where like it went from just a silly joke on TikTok to now people are investigating it.
And finally, they came back. DoorDash had a spokesperson saying, quote, "Boof Pizza has never been active on DoorDash, as this appears to be a social media prank." And so, all of a sudden, when he gets busted for lying, Caden's like, well, I mean, look, I did the video mainly as a joke, but also to show people that ghost kitchens are a thing on the rise that many people haven't heard of.
Oh, he's the superhero we've always needed.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you for letting us know that there are restaurants out there that there are kitchens, basically. They don't open for business to let people in, but they just exist to, fulfill food delivery services.
Isn't it, wasn't Chuck E. Cheese has like their own, with DoorDash and one of those when everything was getting shut down, they were kind of making it seem like it was its own restaurant. It wasn't called Chuck E. Cheese Pizza, but it was basically Chuck E. Cheese Pizza.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about this.
I feel like we talked about this a while back.
Well, I would have forgotten.
It was like a year and a half ago. I can't expect you to remember that.
I don't even remember what you just said 10 minutes ago, so yeah.
Yeah, but it goes by a different name, but it's Chuck E. Cheese Pizza.
Pasquale Pizza and Wings.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And Pasquale's a guy on Chuck E. Cheese's crew, right?
Isn't that the rat?
Yeah, I think so.
I
thought the rat was Chucky.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's got to be one of the other guys. Maybe the guy.
That's a solid point, Vicky. I'm not positive.
Yeah. I forget. Maybe he's does he have a chipmunk in the crew? I thought there was somebody named Pasquale in Chuck E. Cheese's crew, but I could be wrong. But either way, I think it's brilliant. Why not? Because, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is good. I think I would put my own name on there if I was Chuck E. Cheese because I love their pizza.
Yeah, but they're not selling them then. Yeah. That's the thing. People just have a certain stigma against it.
Well, you know what? They're crazy people because you should always want Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is fine. I like it. At the times I had it.
You shut your mouth if you're about to say it's fine. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is good.
When's the last time you had Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
I was going to say.
The last time I was at a Chuck E. Cheese.
When's the last time you've been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know. It's been a while, but it was good when I had it.
Yeah, Joe was 5, and it was a long time ago.
Oh, it's pizza. It's varying levels of pizza. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's edible.
Okay, you guys must have been a bad Chuck E. Cheese. I've enjoyed Chuck E. Cheese.
Well, yeah, that's a good call, actually.
Wow. Have you guys really had bad Chuck E. Cheese?
No,
it's not bad.
What part of me saying it's
not
good
so great
means
Chuck
I'm
E.
saying
Cheese.
that it's bad.
But you wouldn't make it your first or second choice. I'd put it up there in my top 3.
Of pizzas?
No. Yeah.
You're insane.
At places where you can go get pizza like a chain restaurant.
I like how he still hasn't answered the last time he's been at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
I can't remember because, when do I get invited to Chuck E. Cheese's? I can't just walk in myself.
You're welcome whenever.
I don't know if you can walk in without a kid, can you?
You just say that kid's mine.
Oh,
and just
that's
point in that direction.
No.
That'll work very well for me. If I
You
just
can't
go-
do that, and I've learned that because no, it's funny because you walk into a Chuck E. Cheese and they give you a number that they stamp on you, and they give your kid the same number of stamp, so that way you can't steal kids, which is fantastic.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
they
PJ's
make
not
you check
looking
it
to
out.
steal a kid.
No, I know, but
He's
they're
just
going
looking
to
to steal a slice.
Have you seen my face? People will think I'm there to steal a kid.
According to the frequently asked questions, we welcome everyone at any age.
See?
Oh, so I can walk in and get a piece of pizza.
So just be like, I'm an adult. I don't have
All
a
right.
child. I just want to win some prizes and eat some pizza.
That actually is kind of good to know because if I see a Chuck E. Cheese and I'm really craving pizza, it's the only one around, I'm going in. I just never thought I could go in.
So you really would put the Chuck E. Cheese pizza in your top 5 of chain pizzas?
I remember I liked it. Yeah, for chain pizzas, I remember definitely. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. For chain pizzas, I'm not talking about for obviously serious pie level pizza.
Okay, I get that, but what are you putting ahead of it then?
What am I putting ahead of Chuck E. Cheese?
What other pizza places are you putting this up?
I
with?
always have a soft spot for Pizza Hut.
Okay, Pizza Hut's not bad.
Yeah. What are you putting ahead of it for chain pizza yourself?
Every chain pizza name you can name, I would put ahead.
Well,
of it.
you got to pick a name.
Domino's, Papa
no
John's,
way.
Little Caesars,
I haven't had Domino's
Pizza
lately,
Hut,
so I can't.
Mod Pizza.
Domino's is pretty legit.
Mod Pizza, you make your own pizza. I know it's a chain joint, but I feel like Mod Pizza is different because
All right.
you can make your own pizza. But I would go Mod Pizza over Chuck E. Cheese anyway, even if we put it in the category. I'll give Mod the number. Mod's up there in my top 3.
Round Table.
Alfie's.
Alfie's.
I've never been to Round Table.
Round Table's good.
Is it?
There's not a single pizza place that and I'm again not saying that Chuck E. Cheese is bad. If someone showed up right now with Chuck E. Cheese pizza, like awesome.
Yeah.
Like this does not suck, but it's just a little bit above
I'm thinking of a
home
national.
pizza.
I'm thinking of a national chain. So Alfie's is not national chain, but Alfie's is good. I think Alfie's is just here, isn't it? Isn't it just a Northwest thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. I mean, Alfie's is good, but I'm thinking national chain when I say chain. And I'm sorry. Round Table's good, but I like Chuck E. Cheese better.
Chuck E. Cheese, I like it better than Domino's. As much as BJ's right, as much as it pains me to say it.
Yeah, baby.
So
People know what's up.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza has gotten way better, specifically with their stuffed crust. And yes, Chuck E. Cheese pizza would be in my top 5, maybe even higher.
See, I think you guys, maybe you went there back in the day. Just like, and the same thing with Domino's, because I heard Domino's has really changed their pizza really good too. I just haven't had Domino's lately to know.
Oh, Domino's is awesome.
Really
yeah, so
good.
I can't comment on Domino's. So I me.
I might have Domino's of all the chain ones. I might have that at my number 1.
Okay. I think
And
that
you've
would
had it
be-
lately, Steve?
Well, I mean, lately, I'd say in the last 2 years. Because we don't get a lot of we don't order a lot of chain pizza. Although I say that yesterday we had Papa Murphy's.
Yeah.
They have vegan cheese now.
Yes.
So and it's amazing. And honestly, Papa Murphy's, from when I had it like a few years ago to when I've had it recently, I feel like they've upped their game as well. Their
Is that
crust
the,
is phenomenal.
Are they the take and bake?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't count that. Not saying it's not good pizza, but if you got to take it home and bake it, I mean, I want my pizza made completely. I want it hot when I get it. I don't want to have to take and do anything to it.
My issue with Papa Murphy's, and it's on me, it's not them. I still order it around the same time I would order any of our to-go food. And then I get there and I pick it up. It's like 5 o'clock. And then I get home and I realize we still have to cook this and I'm starving.
Yes, that's the only issue I have with Papa Murphy's. But when somebody does it for me, it's delicious.
I still need to. I want to do a Papa Murphy's on the Traeger, which I've heard is fantastic.
Yep.
I have a pizza stone, and it's basically
do
just,
it.
it's just
Well,
basically
come on,
just wood fire.
Danny.
I know. I
and
haven't.
invite me.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
invite
saying
him.
it. Yeah, because I'm not doing it myself. So the only way I'm going to get Papa Murphy's is if you take and trigger it.
Somebody said I'll put Little Caesars on it and I'll make it number 1 because of their deep dish.
Wow.
I haven't had Little Caesars deep dish, so I don't know. I can't. I would say I've had. I don't know what kind of Little Caesars I've had, but it was a long time ago, so I don't know if it's fair to make a comparison to Little Caesars because it's been so long for me.
And Little Caesars got that Detroit style pizza I think they just brought back,
Yes.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So
Detroit style pizza is so damn good.
Still liking Chuck E. Cheese, man. I mean, I just remember the last time, and it's been a while, but the last time I was like, this pizza is so tasty. I was surprised.
But do you think it's because of the context that you're at a children's place and you don't expect pizza to be even edible? You know what I mean?
It's possible that that's it, but I still have such a good memory that I'll take a Chuck E. Cheese pizza anytime you want to give it to me over some of those other places.
I have a bad memory of it, and not because of anything, the pizza or what they did. It's I was babysitting. My friend gave me money and coupons to go to Chuck E. Cheese with her kids. And they proceeded with their grubby hands after I'm like, go wash your hands. They did not want to wash their hands. I'm like, okay, cool. Enjoy your diseases. They touched every single slice of pizza with their fingers. It's like, oh.
So that because
I know,
of that,
like,
you can't
it's
have Chuck E.
tainted.
Cheese?
It's tainted to me.
I'm blown away that you putting it so high on your list and you haven't had it in forever.
And I also feel like you're confusing Chuck E. Cheese for another pizza place.
Yeah.
Not at all. I know.
Really do.
I remember the place where I was at. I was at a kid's birthday party. It was my buddy's birthday party. And I was so surprised because I've not been to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. That's why I remember. That's why I remember in my brain going, I can't believe that the Chuck E. Cheese pizza is so good. I remember saying it to him.
Were you at like maybe a Pagliacci's during like one of those like Sakura cons and you had on acid and you thought it was the Chuck E. Cheese wrap and it was somebody cosplaying as something else?
I exactly know who it is, and I think his kid is only. God, his kid might be 10 at the most, so it's probably it's got to be within 10 years that I've been there. Now that I've done the math in my head, and I was so surprised.
Honestly, though, I feel like you're forgetting the best pizza that out there.
All right, this is a national chain. What you got?
National chain, and it's one if not the biggest pizza chains.
Okay.
And it's Costco. I think they've topped a lot of the list because they sell the most pizzas out of
Their
anybody.
pizza's good.
And their pizzas, like when I crave pizza, it's either Alfie's or Costco pizza.
Costco doesn't mess around with them pizzas. Those are delicious.
And you can even take and bake if you would like, or you can get it there.
Is Costco everywhere? Well, I mean, they're just as national as Mod Pizza, so I got to say,
they're in Mexico. They're everywhere.
And a texter brought up a good point. You're poo-pooing the idea of Mod Pizza being thrown in the mix because, you make it yourself. But, I mean, you can make any pizza how you want it in any place. Like, I could call Domino's and tell them exactly what I want on the pizza as long as they have those toppings.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think because of the way that Mod does it. But, all right, we can call it a chain. So you got, I got Pizza Hut, I got Mod Pizza, and look, Costco pizza's good. It's good. I still think though, if you gave me a choice for my top, I might have to go Chuck E. Cheese over Costco.
This is very concerning to me.
That's because I got to put Mod Pizza. If I didn't have to put Mod Pizza in the top 3, then I put Costco in there. But Costco's got to go at number 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Again, that's just my memory of how good I really like. I remember just going, give me another piece.
Well, it's because we're hungry and we love food.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, you say what you want, but I mean, there are other people that agree with me that Chuck E. Cheese pizza's good.
There are a few texters that have said it. Some also disagree, but someone said, hey, you know what? Take Tatum to Chuck E. Cheese. That way you won't look like a creep because at least you have a kid with you.
So you want me? You're gonna let me have your kid?
No, I'm going with you. I don't trust you with my child. I don't trust you by yourself getting lost. I don't want.
You know what? Take a look at my 2 children. They turned out okay. I'm okay with kids.
That's a good point. Well, I mean, bring your wife with you too, just to be extra safe.
Yeah, she is the one that really is the difference maker in that.
Oh, some freak show who texts in a lot. He says, "I was the rat at Chuck E. Cheese. Their pizza's great for hangovers."
I was the rat.
Yeah, maybe it's that, and therefore it must be a little greasier. Yeah, I think because the grease is good for hangovers. Maybe that's kind of why I like it. Maybe I like a greasy pizza. I don't know.
Okay, I'm in for going to try it because they apparently have unicorn churros, and I really want to try these.
Oh, there you go.
Look at those.
At Chuck E. Cheese?
At Chuck E. Cheese. Let's go.
That pizza does look pretty delicious, I gotta say.
And a giant cookie pizza.
Ooh, cookie
pizza. See, and the cookie pizza. Now you're all wanting to go. Now
for science.
Go.
I never said I was an anti-Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I just don't think I would put it. Oh, I know I wouldn't put it in my top 5.
You're going to. When you have that and the churros and the cookie pizza, you're going to put it in your top 3.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky, I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Deep underground the Jelly Belly factory, Bibi is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs?
Let's do it.
I know Chuck from Everett is. Chuck, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Chuck has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's crack the crown and do this.
Yeah. The new Transformers movie is called Transformers Rise of the what?
Machines?
No.
Pass.
President Jimmy Carter was a member of what branch of the U.S. military?
Army.
No.
Navy.
Yes.
Air Force.
Thing 1 and Thing 2 were first introduced in what Dr. Seuss book?
Oh, pass.
Your third molars are better known as your what?
Canines?
No.
My wife's going to kill me. Pass.
What does Buenos Dias mean in English?
Good morning.
Yes. What actress is Machine Gun Kelly engaged to?
Fox. Megan Fox.
Yes. How many years of marriage is the golden wedding anniversary?
25.
No.
20.
No.
50.
Yes. The Jaguars is the football team from what city?
Jacksonville.
Yes. Who is Sherlock Holmes' famous partner?
Watson.
Yes. And with that, you get 6 correct.
All right, I might have to. I know. I have to talk to Vicky about this after about the whole Buenos Dias thing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Just because Vicky knows Spanish, so
Yes, she actually does.
I've often wondered why that translates to how it translates.
Well,
so that's
Vicky,
why I want to talk to Vicky about that.
Hopefully, we'll be able to tell you because I surely cannot.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
The new Transformers movie is called Transformers Rise of the what?
The Empire?
No.
Rise of the Decepticons?
No.
Rise of the Machines?
No.
Wow, we just talked about it yesterday.
I know, I'm
did.
sorry. I let down that 12-year-old.
President Jimmy Carter was a member of what branch of the U.S. military?
I did not hear the question.
President
There's a 12-year-old that called into the show. He reviewed the
You let him
Transformers,
down.
And I let him down. Okay, now.
President Jimmy Carter was a member of what branch of the U.S. military?
He was a part of the Navy.
He was. Thing 1 and Thing 2 were first introduced in what Dr. Seuss book?
Oh, man, Cat in the Hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your third molars are better known as what?
They're wisdom teeth.
Yes. What does Buenos Dias mean in English?
Good morning.
It does. What actress is Machine Gun Kelly engaged to?
Megan Fox.
Yes. How many years of marriage is the golden wedding anniversary?
50.
Yes. The Jaguars is the football team from what city?
Jacksonville.
Yes. Who is Sherlock Holmes' famous partner?
Watson.
It is. What is the national fruit of India?
Tomatoes.
No.
Grapes.
No.
Apples.
No. You get 8 correct, though, which is a win. 8 to 6.
Big win,
Oh, sorry, Chuck.
Yeah, you guys have a great day. Appreciate y'all.
You
There
too.
you go, buddy. Look, Chuck did well. I mean, did okay, but
not as well as Steve.
He didn't know. He didn't have the wisdom to know about his own teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, so that really.
And he said his wife would kill him, so maybe she's a dentist or something.
That's what I'm thinking. She better be a dentist, or maybe she's just a serial killer.
I was about to say, she
Right?
could just be a murderer.
Yeah.
You never know.
That can happen.
The one you both got incorrectly, the poor 12-year-old would be so disappointed. The new Transformers movie is called Transformers Rise of the
Beast.
Beasts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Beasts.
Marshawn's in it?
Marshawn's in it.
Yeah.
Grabbing my ding ding.
And why do you want to ask Vicky about Buenos Dias?
Well, because doesn't dia mean day in Spanish?
Yeah, good days.
Yeah, so that's why. So good days translates to good morning in our way, because that's why I'd be the guy going. I think it means good days, really, if you ask me what it means.
Yeah, usually when you say of like the day, a lot of people refer to it like morning time or when the sun is out. So I'm wondering if that's it. I think it was one of those that was shortened to like good, not just because it's plural technically. So have multiple good days.
So if I said that, Sarah, you would have had to give me the win. I would. If I said good days, I think you would have had to say that's true.
But nobody refers to it as that.
It gets lost in translation, BJ.
Yeah.
But that's what it does mean if you translate it literally.
You'd be terrible bilinguist.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, okay then.
Yeah, Vicky says no, and Vicky actually knows what's up. So.
I don't like it.
Importantly,
Yes.
what is the fruit?
Oh, mango.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
mango.
How'd
Mango?
you know that?
If you, how do I know that?
He's an Indian food freak.
I guess
Well,
so.
if you ever go to an Indian restaurant, I mean, that's why they serve mango lassis, because they love the mango.
Oh, mango lassis are so good.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I knew. I mean, I'm not as big of an India freak as your mom, so I just know that mango lassis are all over every Indian menu. So,
Well, congratulations, Steven. Still beating.
Big win.
big win, Steve.
Thank you. Sorry to our 12-year-old listener.
Yeah, you really let him down. But
I
what
know.
are you going to do? All right, so big controversy in the world, of course, is AI and the chat bot and this, and will Skynet take over? And it's been a big talk in our business, too. And we officially have the very first AI personality that's on a radio station. And, of course, where Portland keeps it weird, wouldn't they be the first one to try it?
It does seem on brand that if you're going to do something strange like this, it should be in Portland.
Yeah.
But I'm conflicted. I think I got some issues with this personality for allowing herself to work with the machines.
Yeah, and I've read a big article. Actually, part 2 is today. I haven't read the full thing on it yet, part 2. But I read Fred Jacobs, who's a columnist for our business, writes a lot of blogs. And, Ashley was quoted in there, and that's who she is. She's her name is Ashley Z, I think it is. And she's on Portland's Live 95.5 FM. And she does a midday shift, but she does a thing where she does a lot of shifts all over the country. So it's,
Okay.
Yeah, so she's, I don't know where she's actually located, but she does, one of her shifts is in Portland's Live 95.5. And so she's the one that said, sure, I'll let you guys use a version of me, but it's AI me. And so here's what it sounds like. Here's the real Ashley making the announcement about AI Ashley, and then the AI version quickly follows her saying the exact same thing.
Ashley to AI Ashley. So let's see how close the AI sounds to me. Today I go from just Ashley to AI Ashley. Let's see how close the AI sounds to me. That's crazy. Yeah.
Thankfully, it doesn't sound all that great. Thankfully, it's still kind of jagged a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little clunky.
They're going to fix that, though, in a day.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's not far off.
I don't know, Ashley. I feel like you're turning your back on the humans.
Yeah. So what they're doing, of course, we didn't know exactly what it meant. When we first heard about this news, we thought the whole shift was just going to be all artificial intelligence. And apparently, I guess that's not the case. They're doing a hybrid version. Traditional, regular Ashley, like the real live human being, will host some of the segments. Then AI Ashley, who, sounds clunky but almost identical, will host the others. And the whole thing is being featured from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. each day.
They say that until AI Ashley just takes out human Ashley.
Oh, you think Skynet version's coming to get her?
Something's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel weird about this. Here she is, just willy-nilly handing over the keys to the car to the robots, PJ.
Yeah, and I wonder, does she get any extra dough? Does she have any licensing of her name? I mean, or her voice? I feel like that should be worth something.
She might get something, but I can't imagine that it's worth enough to sell your soul to the robots.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be a lot. I would love to talk with her and just go, so what, and get all the details. I haven't got that.
Do you know if you're talking to real Ashley or AI Ashley?
That is a very good point. I think I could tell until they fix the bugs, right? I think, a little hiccup.
Yeah. Dude, they're going to fix that within months, if not sooner.
Yeah.
Like, just the way how quickly things have improved with AI since we've been talking about it has been, drastically improved within, weeks sometimes.
And honestly, if you're listening on the car radio and, you're just driving on a road, you may not notice the glitch. You just might not be paying attention that much to notice whether that was AI Ashley or regular.
It's funny you say that because I heard a break where she took a call and gave away Taylor Swift tickets, the AI version, and it was very you won Taylor Swift tickets. It sounded very announcer-like, but she just couldn't get that excitement, and the caller's screaming and everything. She's like, yeah. Come to the station and pick them up. And it was
oh, yeah, that's bad.
You could tell there was no personality in it yet.
It's like when you call some customer service and then they try to make it sound like a human and they even have the
hi Steve
sound with the touching the keyboard where it's let me search that for you. And I'm like, oh, shut up. Stop trying to. I wasn't born yesterday, robot Bob.
Steve knows what's up, Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we watching the documentary Westworld on HBO, they were able to actually basically increase personality, increase these different traits. So at some point they'll go, all right, they'll program it in, sound excited, sound sad, sound happy, sound sexy. They'll be able to do stuff like that and really make those adjustments, I bet.
So what happens when they realize they don't need human Ashley anymore?
Well, I feel like it's what always happens, man. You get phased out.
Yeah.
I mean, technology's done that over the years, hasn't it? I mean, manufacturing, factory work. I mean, a lot of people complain about that over the years.
AI Ashley is basically the self-checkout lane.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah. Glad you brought that up. Can we do something about getting more self-checkout lanes?
Also, why are they not always open?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not always open?
No.
I didn't know that.
Oh, sometimes I go at night to a Fred Meyer or even the Sprouts, that place. And I'll swing by there at night, and the self-checkout lanes are closed because I guess technically you have somebody there to check at all times. But it's come on.
Well, there is a body at the self-checkout lane, so in case somebody runs into a problem and maybe they don't staff it, or do they think we're thieves later at night?
I think it might. I think the answer is yes, all of the above.
Yeah, buddy.
It's annoying, though, when you're just you're stuck in a long line at 10 p.m. and you're there are 16 self-checkout lanes. None of them are open right now.
What frustrates me is that they have 8 or 10 regular checkout lanes, one person operating it, and then there's lines to that and also lines to the self-checkout. And I'm like, okay, I wouldn't have to wait in a line at the self-checkout if you would just phase out those stupid registers you're not using and put more self-checkouts. We drank the Kool-Aid. We stopped complaining about why should I have to check out my own groceries. We've gotten past that.
Oh, dude, as long as they give me the gun to shoot the barcodes.
Oh, that's nice to have that gun.
I'm having a blast checking stuff out.
Because then you don't have to take the big stuff out of the cart. Not everybody's got the gun.
Yes.
That really pisses me off. It's like, come on. Well, you got to lift up the big, I buy lots of 12 packs of sodas. And it's like, why do I got to pick this up?
Are you complaining about lifting a 12-pack of soda?
Well, because you got to put it on the thing. You got to put it, because it won't register on the bag thing.
Man, I'm sorry.
Well, no, not that I have to lift it, but you have to stack them if you buy a few.
Yeah.
And those things aren't that big. You can't. It's not like a Costco self-checkout lane where they basically give you a slip and slide to put all your stuff on. The regular places, they got a little square. And I have maybe a couple of times dropped all my soda everywhere.
A couple of times.
Maybe.
I feel like every time.
And it's bull. I almost said the bad word. All right. Well, anyway, those are my problems.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley. Could you fix that, AI Ashley?
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Help Wanted. What are we doing? Well, for years, man, we've been getting phone calls, texts, all sorts of messages from the Rockaholics. And they're like, hey, help me, please. We need advice. And it's for whatever problem they're having. And so
too cheap for therapy.
Yeah.
Help me out.
So we decided, hey, let's do a whole segment based on helping you folks out. So if you have a relationship problem at work, or anything else, and we do not care how dumb it is, we are here for you. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
We've got relationship issues at home. Okay. We've got issues with a roommate.
Oh!
Or we also have issues with a stranger.
Oh, wow. That's a... that sounds very weird.
And one of them involves a stripper.
Oh, man. All right, let's see. Danny, anything at all? What are you thinking? Anything calling to you?
Let's go with strangers.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say strippers, but you with strangers. All right, this one I don't think it's going to take very long to argue about, but we'll see.
All right.
Okay, so I was recently on an airplane. I was going to Las Vegas when a situation came up that I've never experienced before on a plane.
Oh.
The person next to me decided to beg for a J. Coco chocolate. No, I'm kidding.
That happens a lot if you're next to me.
The person next to me decided to answer the phone as the plane was taking off. I mean, right as the engine started revving, they took a call. I didn't know what to do, so I asked them, put your phone away, please, but they ignored me. What would you have done?
Oh. Do you think he was afraid?
That's the only guess I have. Honestly, I'd be already asleep, so I wouldn't even care. Like, I got my headphones on. You want to answer a phone call? Go ahead. I don't give an F.
See, that it's always bugged me. Like when somebody is on, it not necessarily answers right as you're taking off, but I've been next to people where they're on the phone and they just refuse to get off the phone, even though they're like, hey, put your phone in airplane mode. Mm-hmm. Put your phone in airplane mode. And so I used to be that guy that was like, oh, should I say something? Should I? And at this point, I've learned, don't say anything. Just wait for the flight attendants to come by. And
they're going to deal with it.
Yeah, they're going to be like, hey, man, get off your phone. And it's like, that's when they're going to say something.
You don't need to be a hero, Danny.
I know. I don't need to. But I would have like this anxiety of like, man, why? I want to say something oddly.
Are
but
you?
then
Is
I
your
was scared.
fear that them being on the phone will cause the plane not to work?
Well, I'm like, follow the rules. They told you to put it in airplane mode. You're not on an airplane mode yet.
The rule sticklers.
Yeah, look at that. But that's the only thing that I care about for some reason. Like, I don't care about rules other places, but for some reason, I'm like, I don't delay the flight because then I have a feeling that they're going to get mad at somebody or they're going to get mad at the flight attendant. Then we're going to have to stop the plane and get them off. It's just like this whole anxiety that I have with it for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they tell us to put the phone in airplane mode. Maybe frequencies, I think they say mess with some of the stuff, their equipment, which means if that's really true. Now I'm thinking maybe they just don't want like tons of phones on, and that smart guy knows. Oh, hey, I'm sure my phone's not going to do anything, so I'll just keep talking.
See, in my head, I just be like, have fun on that call. It's going to dip out in any second. Once you start going, that phone's going to lose service anyway.
I'm like Danny though, but what if that one phone messes up the instruments?
Yeah. I mean, one
I-
person just says, okay, the call could be possibly through some kind of the Wi-Fi calling and not on the cell towers. Can't you make phone calls now with Wi-Fi? Can you?
I don't know.
I don't ever.
I
pay
really
that.
don't know.
Yeah, I never bothered to pay that. If I'm on a plane where they're like you can text for free, I'm like, sweet, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then every time I do it, I just text people going, I'm on a plane right now, texting you. How cool is this? And they're just like, yeah, it's been a thing for like 5 years.
But
it's not that cool.
They don't want you using anything but their Wi-Fi anyway, though, right? I don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe they were using their Wi-Fi wouldn't be engaged though at that time.
So then you can't even do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what. All I know is, if you're a person that thinks you're so important that you don't have to play by the rules and you're causing stress to other people, even if you know it's no big deal, a lot of people don't know. I don't know why you can't just get off the phone and go, look, I'll call you when I land.
I do like that they no longer give you a hard time if you have your headphones on. I used to be that guy. Like, because once I get on the plane, I'm going to put my headphones on, put on some music, and pass out. Yeah. And then there was once a time. Nowadays, they don't seem to give an F. But
really? Oh, I've still heard them go, please take your headphones off. We're telling you what to do.
Oh, I have not been told that. Unless I'm sorry, Danny. I might be breaking the rules on the plane. You might not want to sit next to me.
That's okay.
You close your eyes and they just go, oh, he's a lost cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're sitting in the exit row, they'll hit you.
I don't know if they did.
They got to get a verbal yes. You get to sleep through the verbal yes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I give the yes. And then
you give the yes with the headphones on and your eyes closed.
I just know I have a little sign wrapped around my neck that just says yes. I'm capable to do whatever you need. Don't worry, I wake up quick.
Yeah.
I chilled out a lot, though. Like, it doesn't bother me anymore because at that point, I'm just like, it was just like, oh, I'll just let the flight attendants deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
I do get aggravated at people that just are having a loud conversation on the plane. My favorite is when somebody will call someone to tell them, yeah, I'm on the plane. Yep, gonna be taking the plane. I'm just like, you really had to call someone to tell them that?
Do we feel like sometimes that we're hypersensitive? Like they might just be talking their normal volume and it wouldn't bother us if we were like at a store or something like that. But because we're on a plane or if you're at like a movie, even before the movie shows, obviously not during the actual screening. But, sometimes it's just like, or even at the gym, I find myself, I'm like, I can't believe this person is talking so loud at the gym. How disrespectful. I'm like, they're just talking normal volume. I think I'm just like focusing in on it.
I don't know. That's a good question, Steve. I know that I use a louder voice when I'm talking on the phone.
I do too. Yeah.
But because I thought the same thing you did. I go, if the person was live with them and they were having a conversation, I wouldn't be upset at that because people get to have conversations in public. But it's somebody on a phone, especially the speaker action. And then does the other person know? That's what I don't like about it is like, I got in big trouble because I was on speakerphone and didn't know I was on speakerphone. So that's why I really want to know that people are hearing what I have to say.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know if it's a younger generation thing, but they don't have a problem with just basically, and I'm like, why wouldn't you put earbuds in and you could hear them better and you could talk to them better? But instead, people just know they want to put it on speaker and just. Well,
I notice a lot of old people put it on speaker because I think it's louder.
Even louder than earbuds? Earbuds are super loud for me.
Sure, yeah, that's true. But I mean, I've seen like old people like at the store and they're talking with the speakerphone,
I hate
and then they
that.
put the speaker to their ear. I'm like, yeah, hearing is not your strong suit anymore. I can understand why you're doing that.
Yeah,
My mom does that.
Oh, she get earbuds, lady.
She doesn't like to have things in her ears.
Oh, yeah.
Lord knows we've tried.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, headphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, earbuds. Yeah, Q-tips.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so I think we solved it, didn't we? There's not. You really can't say anything. I don't think if you say anything to anybody nowadays, you just don't know what's going to happen.
You can say what you want, but then you're gonna deal with him saying something back, and that's your own problem.
Yeah,
that's how I feel with this one.
I would ask the flight attendant before you get on. Can you tell me why the phones have to be shut off, just so you can feel calm?
Oh, God.
Just that way, just in case that guy does it. Because I would feel nervous if I thought maybe the plane wasn't going to make it. Some people really already are white knuckling.
There have been times where I've been flying and I forgot to turn my phone off, and then I put it in like the little pack, the little thing in front of you.
Yeah.
And I pull the phone back out, and I'm like, oh, my phone's still on. And I realized like nothing happened.
You were 4 hours late, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes. Yeah. In fact.
Yes, I don't think it's a problem if it's just one. I think they just don't want all of them on at the same time. Because once you say it's fine, everybody's going to be on their phone, and that might mess with their stuff.
But on the flip side, like, I don't know. When I get on a plane, I try to be respectful of everyone around me. I don't want to be super loud. I don't want to make a bunch of noise.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Stinky food.
Why would you do that?
It's like we're stuck on this stupid little capsule, whatever it is, and like I just don't want to be like an inconvenience to someone else. It's already an inconvenience to fly. I guess for me, because being tall, it's uncomfortable, and the last thing I want to do is make someone else's experience bad.
Dude, I did that, and you're right. I felt so bad. I really think about this now because I like to take, I like to put emergency because when you fly, just to keep my immune system good. I guess that's what somebody told me. So I took one of those packets out and poured them in my water because I was and I was in first class, and they gave me free water. And there was
a humble brag.
I know. Hey, how about that? I get the free water on Alaska.
I used to get free water,
and there was this old frail guy. And as I'm pouring if anyone knows those emergency packets, it makes a cloud of dust.
It's like a smoke show.
And dude, it went into his face, and he was coughing and choking the whole flight. Oh, and I'm like, oh God, if this guy dies, it's me. I did it.
Well, at least you gave him some of his necessary vitamin C for the day.
Yeah, while you're choking to death, sir, you will be the healthiest corpse on this plane.
All right, we got a problem. Let's go with the stripper one.
All right, let's do it.
We go from strangers to strippers.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
This person says, hey, guys, I need your help. I'm not too happy with my wife. A little backstory. We met about 6 years ago. She worked at the VU. Yep, she was a dancer. Woo! We dated for a year, got married. She quit her job a little after we started dating, and then we had a kid. Now that our kid's old enough for preschool, she's talking about how she wants to get back to work as a dancer.
Oh.
She's still in great shape, and she says she loved the work. Now that she's a mom, I don't want her doing it. Some of our friends, that they agree with me. They say that ship has sailed, and others think I'm being a hypocrite as that's how we met. Now, look, I don't have issues with her dancing. I have issues because we have a kid. But I don't know. Feels weird for her to be doing it now that she's a mom. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I know how he feels, but it really makes no sense.
Which part?
The fact that she's a mom, that should change whether or not she's going to be stripping. I don't know why that makes it. It really logically, you can't logically figure this out.
Is there a fear that granted, preschool's a little bit different than high school, but is there a fear that eventually your kids somehow are going to find out that you're doing it? You don't want the kid to know. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's something you still can find out.
Right, that's true.
That she used to do it even before you were born. That's still news that you'll be like, oh, boy.
Okay, random question then on this.
All right.
You found out your mom was a stripper.
Yeah, buddy.
Right, Danny? Okay, so you just found out.
That's why she doesn't like the ear thing, Danny.
Well, too many custies get a little too touchy-feely.
Yeah.
You find that out. Now, you found out that, she was stripping before you were born and all that.
Yeah.
Would it bother you more, though, if you found out then she ended up stripping again while you were her kid, while she was raising you?
No, not at all.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't know why, though. It just for some, but I think that maybe in my younger years, in high school, that would have bugged me more. But now, it doesn't bug me at all. The thought of it.
Oh, it totally would bug you in high school because they would make fun of you. That would be such a beating.
And one of your buddy's dad saw her at the show, and next thing you know.
But see, if they found out anyway, Danny, if they found out your mom was a stripper even before you were born, they would still bother you in high school about that.
Yeah, agreed.
I think at this point, that ship has sailed as far as her being a stripper and not wanting your child to find out. Granted, maybe if she stops by the time he does go to high school, that will help. But yeah, people are jerks, and they're just going to tell on you. They're going to tell on you, and troll you about it.
Well, there's also 10 more years. I don't know if she's going to be in that stripper shape.
Well, she'll just have to work the afternoons, right?
That's a breakfast show, or pick the random sketch places to work at.
And now people are
the minor leagues.
People liking MILFs and GILFs. I think you can be. Really, you can be. You'll be doing it for a long time, depending on the crowd you're looking for.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be the scenario that someone just texted in, though. But
yeah, that's boy, it is hypocritical because you met her there, married her, so you obviously thought she was a cool person. Yeah, that way, and of course, Vicky, you have a whole different idea about sex work anyway, so you probably wouldn't have a problem with this.
I would definitely not have a problem with this. I'm wondering if he himself is having a hard time sexualizing her.
I see what you did there.
All right. I did not. Okay. But I wonder if he's having a hard time, like, seeing her as a sexual being now that she's a mom. Like, it's like he wants to get it on with her maybe. And it's like, well, you're a mom now. I've seen you at your worst. I'm wondering if he's kind of having that battle with that, too.
It's interesting about
This is a
moms.
good way to bring her back into sexy mode.
Right?
Yeah. Get those big, like, glassy-looking stripper shoes.
Oh, those are awesome.
Somewhere else there? Okay.
Yeah, we surely as a society have a problem with women who are moms and who are strippers and who are sexy and keeping that all in our brain, thinking that she can be all those things and everyone's okay. She can be a great mom, hang out with the kid, go do the sexy stuff. Mm-hmm. People have, way back in the day, boy, it was tough for women. Couldn't even be school teachers if they were married because it was like, oh, you can't be having a relationship and be a teacher. It's just, we're so weird when it comes to women's sex and then being moms.
So it said, dude sounds insecure as F. What a loser. Man up.
Oh, wow. All right. There you go.
Plus plenty of moms are strippers.
And at the same time, if
I've met a few in my day.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey. Yeah. But it would be tough if it was your wife, though. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, but if you already went into it, that's a preference thing. Yeah, if you went into it and you're like, I don't want you to be a stripper, but I really enjoy hanging out with you, and then she's like, okay, I'll quit because I want to be with you, and then later on down the line says I want to be it again. Okay, well you've already had that conversation. Then I feel like you're kind of going back on your word. Granted, people do that from time to time, and people's mindsets change over the years, but I think then it's worth that argument. But in this situation, he said he didn't have an issue with her being a stripper while they were dating, and he wouldn't have an issue with her being, unless he's just saying that to like save face. I wouldn't have an issue with you being a stripper now, but now you're a mom. I don't know if that's like his excuse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's using that as like an excuse because he doesn't really want to just admit that like he just doesn't want her to be a stripper. Yeah.
And on the other side, she should be really cool enough to understand that it does bother you, and sometimes you do have to make decisions for the relationship, whether it's fair or you like it or not. We shouldn't just put this all on him.
The texter, dude. Sometimes the texters are smarter than us. This is why we do this segment.
What did the texter say?
This is the ultimate solution. Just keep getting her pregnant. Problem solved.
Oh. You're right.
Why didn't we think of that?
Sometimes the simplest answer is the correct answer.
When all else fails, knock her up.
Yeah, that's it.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
At Regence, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. From access to your neighborhood pharmacy to the top doctors in the region, let Regence help you find the right individual and family plan at Regence.com. Regence Blue Shield. Together we health.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo Stove Fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I love this online chat, man. It's my kind of chat.
Okay.
It's about people talking about the little things that make them irrationally angry, which is pretty much my life.
Okay, yes.
I think you guys have known me long enough to go.
So is number one somebody sending you a text when they should be sending you a Facebook message?
God, that really would be number one.
Oh.
That's a good number one, Steve.
Yep.
I can't argue with that. I hate that so much. And I got people that text me that I go, who are you? What are you doing?
Oh, I know. I was on one of those text ones.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I was highly entertained by this.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was just like, oh, this is going to go well.
And you said nothing. I love how you said nothing on that text. I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'm going for this.
I was having, it was the best. It was, who is this? Yeah. I don't know you. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, you do. This is going to be fun.
But really, I don't. You know what I mean?
In all fairness, you do, but you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It was,
and the dude's an awesome dude. It was just a lot of mistaken.
Is he though?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think he is?
Here's why I don't think he's an awesome dude.
Okay.
I'm going to say it. And if he's listening, that's great. You don't text somebody after at least 5 years and go, hey, I want you to do something for me, even though I met you one time and I haven't communicated with you to the point that I don't even know about your protocol of being contacted.
Oh. Right.
So he texts me. I'm like, I don't even recognize the number. That's how I don't know that. And he goes, hey, I'm this in your life. And I'm going, dude, I know exactly who that person is. You're not that person.
That was the best part.
You see how he worded it? He said, I'm your blank. Like, that's who I am. I go, no, you're not. I've had that kind of guy in my life, and you're not that guy.
Right. This is so great. I'm watching this all unfold. And I'm also like, the reason why I wasn't texting because I was like in the middle of just hanging with Tatum and playing. And I'm like, so I'll check my phone from time to time periodically. I'm like, I don't got time to respond. Yeah. So I just put it back down. And then all of a sudden I see BJ responds. I'm like, I have time to read.
Oh, yeah, you do.
It was so much fun.
I'm sorry, but I understand that I'm in the business where, you know what, if you've got something that you think my show could help you with, I get it. But to text me and you haven't spoken to me or texted me in 5+ years and you've only really met me one time.
Yeah.
That's BS. That means you're the kind of person that all you want to do is just use me for whatever it is you want to do. And I'm not that guy. You've got the wrong guy.
It was great. It was so great.
It sounds amazing.
It was.
I didn't know who he was.
It was awesome entertainment. Honestly, I didn't know either because I didn't have the number in my phone. So I was just like, "What's going on?" And once he said who it was, I'm like, "Oh, this should be interesting."
Yeah, and I didn't still go. I don't know. And then he finally identified himself, and I'm like, "Okay, so you met me one time at an event where I meet a lot of people."
Did you block the number?
Well, Here's
my question. Then how did he get your phone number?
Because he did have a legitimate business, he said, until I went and saw that. I'm like, I don't know if I want to engage with this. So I said, sure, here's my number, and we'll talk about me having an appointment with you. But then
he does have a legitimate business. He does a good job.
I don't know. For me, I was like, I'm not sure about this.
That part's legit.
I don't know if it is or not. I mean, you say it is. That's good. I'm just saying I didn't know. So
right. No, I get it.
But I gave him my number thinking. But then upon further review, I was like,
I'm invested now.
I don't know if I want to do business with this guy.
I know. I him when Daddy play. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm in the middle of some cell phone drama.
That irritated the crap out of me.
Oh, I could smell it through the text that you were angry.
Well, that's the thing. When you have a business where you got to give care to people and you're an idiot, not saying he's an idiot, but he acted like an idiot. Like, why would you think that I would go to you for care about like anything that has to do with my body if you're kind of an idiot?
Yeah.
And then this proved I was right because
he was just fired up to share something exciting in his life.
Here's the thing. When somebody says, look, I repair screen doors, I also sell videos, and by the way, I can help you know if you've got COVID, all of a sudden it's like, dude, I'm not going to trust you with any of that, especially since you only texted me to tell you, hey, I got a new screen door business. Forget about the COVID check. I got now a screen door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm being very vague because I don't want to out the guy.
I'm certain he knows that you're talking about him.
I don't care
if he
knows. I just feel like I don't want any any lawsuits about you ruined my business. It's like, no, I think you ruined your business by being you.
It was great. That's all I gotta say. I was just like, I just watched this all unfold.
Very pushy.
It's the difference of two different type of people, though, because he texted to us, which we're both very different. So BJ's reaction is, "Who are you and why are you bothering me?"
Yeah, it's my text. Like somebody's texting me.
My response was, "Don't know this number. Just gonna act like I never got the text.
Yeah,
I don't care."
Yeah. You live a better life than I
was
do.
like, you know what?
Here you are playing with a really cute toddler, and I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, I was like, got better things to worry about than this text.
Which is why we're talking about the little things that make you irrationally angry.
See, when you set up this list, little things that make you irrationally angry, I was like, oh, Vicky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I get rationally
Danny's been
angry.
waiting to say that joke. You could tell the entire
really
time.
have.
Good job. He was. You see him in a chair.
I'm
just
ready.
chomping at the
I'm
bit.
ready.
He was
I'm ready.
poised.
I'm ready.
He just
We're gonna
wanted
get back to it at some
Saying,
point.
I'm gonna height shame Vicky.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty soon, Danny, someone's going to come out and you're going to get canceled for height shaming.
That's fine.
Right now, bald shaming and height shaming is on the cusp of not being cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
accuse
still-
all the wrestling fans of being body shamers, and they're all looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, you're making fun of me for something on my body. I don't have hair, and you're shaming me for that.
Yeah.
That's body shaming.
Yep.
It
I
is
don't really
interesting.
care personally but imagine if I was like a heavy set dude and they're chanting, they're chanting things about me being bald.
Yeah, but if you were heavy and they were going,
If they were chanting about something like that, that would not be okay. It's funny how we pick and choose the things we can make fun of people for.
You know what? I'm with you. That's a little thing that actually irrationally, or is it rational? But it makes me angry. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think it's funny,
Yeah, of course. I know you. I know you don't care about anything except me listening to a Pearl Jam album.
I'm just happy that I get to accuse them of people body shaming me, and then they have to have that moment of self reflection, like, yeah, I guess I kind of am.
It's such a troll, too, that you're doing.
Yeah.
That they sit there and they go, wow, this is the best troll ever, because you sit there and you put them in this moment of real self-inquiry where they go, have I been a jerk for like my whole life?
And the answer is yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, you're laughing going, I don't care.
Now buy my shirt.
Oh.
Or don't talk to me.
Oh, I see. All right. That's not a bad strategy. So these, I think we can all agree on, though. These are like life's little things. It's not necessarily people texting you, asking you to promote their business when they haven't talked to you in 5 years and you don't even know who they are.
Okay. Well, let's see what these are.
Yeah. This. So the motion sensor on a paper towel dispenser not working. Oh yeah, that's so far. Or any of those things, like in a bathroom, trying to get the soap, trying to get the water.
There's a bathroom at my, or there's a sink at my gym that the motion sensor doesn't work, and I don't know why. I know it doesn't work, and I still walk up to it, and I'm like, why isn't it working? And I get so angry.
There's one, it's not at the gym, it's somewhere, I can't remember where it is, but it says, put your hand under its motion sensor, and I'm there like an idiot, and then I realize it's not a motion sensor one. It's one of the ones you got to kind of spin on the sides. I'm like, Are they just effing with me?
That's a great
or,
troll.
or was it once a motion sensor one and they replaced it with a hand moving one?
No, it's a troll. I saw a bunch of people on the internet printing out stickers of those and then just putting
Oh,
them
they get me every time because I'm just standing there.
Nice work, people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what pisses me off more, though, than the motion sensor on the paper towel thing is the motion sensor on the water or the soap dispenser in the bathrooms.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
They
then you're
hardly,
just like, you're waving under it, you're waving, and nothing happens.
You hit the side of the sink with your hand by accident, and you're like, God, now I got to wash it twice.
There's one I always ended up at because it was at a movie theater and you literally had to do something phallic to get it to work.
I know that one.
Yeah, where it's just
Yes. You got to crank it.
It literally.
You're gonna look for. You now got to check for cameras.
Yep.
At this point, you think, okay, this is an upskirt guy who's just converted his perversion to something different now. Yeah, I love those so much.
Yeah.
They're so freaking awesome. How about this? When people speed up when you signal a lane change, love those people.
I hate those people. I mean, those are just like the worst of the worst. When all of a sudden you put your blinker on and you know you have enough time to be able to get in, but you're doing the right thing. You put it on, you establish that I'm about to change lanes, and you see that car all of a sudden realize, oh, I can't have them get in between me and the other car. And they just start cranking the speed up on you, and you're like, you're a jerk.
Yeah,
you suck.
It is fascinating. It really is. I don't understand the mindset of that.
We're not racing.
You get it? I think it's just this territorial nature, like, I'm going to win at something. Life is kicking my ass.
Okay.
I'm going to win it. I don't know what else to explain why that phenomenon happens.
I would say the only reason, and granted, I don't do it, but I could see somebody getting in front of you and then they slow down, and that always bothers me. Like,
sure.
Because they're like trying to get into the other lane and then they just slam on their brakes, and it's like, what are you doing?
Well, for me, it's like people who just don't understand how roads work, especially when you get into a city. Like Seattle has exits everywhere, left exits, right exits, and you've got somebody mad at you going, why are you going so slow in the left lane? I go, dude, I wish I could help you, but this is the left exit. This is, I mean, what else can I do? It's like, going to Mercer, that Mercer exit, 167, I think it is,
yeah.
or whatever the hell, 169? Yeah. Nice. It's a left exit. I'm sorry. I know we're on the left lane and you want me to go fast, but, I'm not going to go 70 miles an hour onto an exit.
Sure. It's a quick turn. You'll be fine.
It's the same thing on the floating bridge. If you want I-5 southbound, you have to take the left exit, which I'm with you. I wish they never did that. I don't know why they ever have left exits. It's the dumbest thing ever. But everybody gets mad at you. And you're like, what do you want me to do? It's a left exit. I'm going to not be going 70 in the left lane. And so it's just, and the people where the clover leaves, where you need to go right and they need to go left because they're coming onto the freeway, but you're leaving the freeway, and the clover leaves allow you to basically just weave in around each other. And like Danny said, they got to pass you. And it's like, dude, you're behind me. I'm in front of you. I want to go into your lane. You want to go into my lane. It's perfect. We don't got to do anything but just go, okay, cool. Let's just move.
I know.
So driving
should be.
Just driving in period is annoying.
Yeah. If everyone should stay off the road when I'm on the road, that'd be nice.
I really want those Minority Report cars. I'm ready. I want Tesla to figure this out so that we don't have to drive anymore. The car does it for you.
Oh, yeah. That'll go well.
Do you think it'll go bad? I don't think it'll go worse than half the idiots on their cell phones.
The way AI is changing so quickly, I think our cars will start having road rage. And I'll be like, dude, I'm not mad at you. My car is. I don't even know what to do.
I'm slipping in the back.
I clearly got the wrong Tesla. It's got anger mode, and I don't know how to turn it off.
If you remember, I'll tell you.
It's in BJ mode.
Oh, yeah. I want Johnny Cab. You remember him from Total Recall?
No, I don't remember him. I don't remember what I ate yesterday.
Oh, he's the guy who goes, hello, and Arnold's in the car, and he ends up beating the crap out of it, but it was in that great movie, and the cab drives him wherever he goes, but it's like this little robot head that turns around, where would you like to go, sir? I want Johnny Cab.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is he creepy looking?
He's creepy.
Look at him. Look at Johnny Cab.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. I want Johnny Cab. That's great. How about this? People who BS and answer instead of admitting they don't know something. I'm working on that in my life. It's
like you usually BS an answer.
Yeah, and
I never understand when someone you'll say something to someone blah blah blah, blah and they're like blah blah blah. I'm like, you could have just said you don't know.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I got caught recently bad.
What did you do?
Well, you know what? This was a Mandela effect. And I should have known better. The writing is on the wall, and I'm at this table at this function, and a really smart guy there. Like he's the minister at this Science of Mind church, and he's a super smart guy.
Oh, I think you're talking about me. I'm like, I'm not a minister.
No, not at all. But so we're at this function, and he's there, and he's talking about Salem, Massachusetts, which is where I went to school. And he's like big fan of history, talking about all the stuff he researched about the witch trials and all the witches. So I go, oh, this is perfect. Let me talk about the paper that I did. and I had talked about these 2 women that escaped the witch trials, and I said, yeah, they said they were witches, and that's how they got out of it. And he was good about it. He was like, yeah, I found this, I found that. And then when everybody else was done listening to his conversation, he looked at me and he goes, actually, they said nothing. Those 2 women didn't say anything. They just wouldn't answer. And I'm like, oh, you mean they never said they were witches and they never said they would cast spells on the guys? And he goes, no, that never happened. And I'm like, I've been telling that story for years thinking I was right. And this guy, I mean, he was nice enough not to like really make a point of it, but I'm like, oh my God, I feel like such an ass.
Is that the plot of that movie with the 3 witches? Is that why? Or is it, I don't know.
Hocus Pocus?
Yes, Hocus Pocus.
If you know what? I should use that every
you
time.
Should start using that.
Yeah, I go, oh yeah, did you hear about those 3 witches back in the day?
Yeah.
But I mean,
did you admit you were wrong though?
Oh, I said, oh, I didn't. I had no idea, but I did I prefaced it by I did a paper.
Yeah.
So, which means, I made it sound like, oh, I did a paper about these women. He's going, yeah, no, if you did, you should have got an F.
See, that doesn't annoy me though. Like if somebody is just seriously speaking from the heart, like they truly believe something, and then you show them that they're wrong, and they're like, oh man,
no harm.
I must have got it wrong. But it's the people that are like, they double down and they're like, no, that must be wrong. It's like,
oh yeah, you can't do that.
I know this is right.
Yeah.
Well, I know it was a little bit kind of like this, but in the early days, I'm sure anyone that has done anything where I learned how to do things like with wrestling. I remember when I first started training, you'd get like these new people that didn't want to admit that they didn't know how to do something, even though they've never been taught it. It's okay to say you don't know how to do it. Like that's how we learn. Like somebody like, hey, have you done like a suplex before? No, I've never done one before. Okay, we'll walk you through it. Well, then someone will be like, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. And then all of a sudden they pick you up and they drop you on your head and you're like...
You did not know how to do that, sir.
I was like, when did you learn this? I didn't. I just didn't want to admit that I didn't know because everyone else knew how to do it. I'm like, you nearly killed me. Like,
yeah, that's not cool.
No, like, I'd rather you look like you don't know something so you can learn how to keep me... Like, that was always the most infuriating thing. And those people usually didn't last very long. Like, they would end up not...
That's horrible. That's like you said, that's your health in their hands.
Oh, that would be the only time where, like... not aggressive, but like an angry side of me would come. I'm like, dude, if you don't know how to do something that involves putting somebody's body and life, maybe not life, but at least their body in your hands, and you can damage them, you're a piece of crap. Like seriously.
Well,
like,
that could be paralyzing. Like that's an I didn't kill you, but
right.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird when people get like that.
Yeah, these are the little things we're talking about that make you irrationally angry. This one is me, and it's basically people who don't pick up after their dogs. That's me. I hate that so much.
Is it okay if I pick up and then throw it at your door?
That's different.
Okay.
See,
that's how I've been doing.
You're still picking up after your dog.
I am.
Yeah, you know, and you're taking it off the public area, and you're making a statement about that house.
With as many people as had dogs these days, I don't think that's a little thing anymore. That's a big thing. You should really just pick up after your dog.
There are people who truly don't think that that's a problem.
Oh, I know.
And I don't even know how to have an argument with them. They're like, what? So they poop right there. I just keep going. I'm like, but then it's just like this giant turd in this playground that's for kids. Like, what's wrong with you?
And they don't get it. And more people, I mean, look, the pets are just everywhere now. I mean, you know, it is just a thing. And the idea that if they have a mindset like that, so it's going to be like just dog action everywhere? Is that what it's going to be like in another 15, 20 years? People are just not going to care?
Dude, our old development, that was like one of the things that was like most annoying. We loved the place that we lived, but it was like we go for a walk and you'd have to be like landmines. Like
that's
some of them.
BS.
And some of them are like, dude, do one of our neighbors own a horse? Like, these are just massive.
Or are these joggers?
Yes.
I mean, really, you got to wonder nowadays. We know we have a lot of people running around. Look, we have stuff going on in our world where there are human beings that are going to the bathroom outside for one reason or the other, and you just don't know. And to me, when it's that big, it's even more disgusting to entertain the fact that might not be a dog.
Yeah,
you're going, oh no, oh boy.
It's the worst, though, man. Yeah. Like, just pick up after your dog.
Yeah, and there are more and more dogs in stores and places. Like, just people are just bringing their dogs in malls and stuff and in stores. And I know they're not service animals because they don't have any. They're just, you know. And
you can't question it.
But I think it's a thing where they're going, I don't care anymore. I'm just bringing my dog here, and I'm like, boy, I feel so sorry for the maintenance people because who's going to clean it up? You know, if the dog decides, I see people, I'm nervous, or, you know what, I had too much puppuccinos, who knows?
Yeah, if you're not able to clean up after your dog, maybe you shouldn't have a dog.
I'm with you on that, buddy.
Yeah.
I am
hot takes.
Because they have bags everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can find a bag for a dog that's free.
Yeah.
And you know what? They don't care.
My wife gives me a hard time because sometimes I'll take a couple extras for later.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "You're taking."
Yes.
I'm like,
They're ours.
I'm going to put them to use. It's not like I'm not reselling them on eBay.
No, you've got a dog. That bag is for dogs. I'm with you. I take all the ones you want because you're the kind of guy that I know that will pick up after your dog. I have no problem with that.
And I keep them in the car.
Yeah, I love this plan. And you're saving dough, which I love that plan too.
Well, yeah.
I may or may not have done that strategy recently.
That's what I should say. You want your fancy purses? Let me take the damn garbage bags for free.
You know what?
I don't know.
If I was your wife's husband, that would have been said.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. This is cool, man. Gotta love it when somebody from Washington State just makes it good. You know how much we love Joe Coy, and the fact that he's from Tacoma and what
Never
a great
heard
career.
of that guy.
Yeah, you're right. He's kind of a somebody. Someday, maybe. So comedian Kelsey Cook, she is from Spokane. She was on The Tonight Show, which is every comic's dream. Whether it's, it started with Johnny Carson, and every comic you've ever known would just say, I wish I could be on The Tonight Show.
I mean, what a great spotlight. You put out like your best couple of minutes of your comedy in front of a huge audience. How do you not want to do that? And I think she's been on, apparently this isn't the first time that she's been on The Tonight Show. So she's never been on my radar until recently, but she's hilarious.
Yeah, and again, Kelsey is from Spokane, and love that she spent some time talking about her hometown of Spokane.
It's great to be here. I'm from Spokane, Washington, originally. Been on tour a lot the past year, and sometimes people go, oh, you ever get scared to perform in dangerous places like New York City? I'm like, Spokane is the meth capital of America. Okay? I am the danger. Spokane is rough. Last time I was home, I got an Uber driver named Bones. And he looked like a Bones. I canceled the ride immediately, of course. I'm not going to get into a car with my ex.
That's awesome. Kelsey's got a comedy special called The Hustler, and that airs March 9th on YouTube. Look at YouTube getting into the comedy biz.
Dude, I mean, yeah, that's also, I wonder if it's going to be like a paid thing or if it's just free.
Oh, it better be pay, because I'm premium. I'm tired of you guys freeloading on me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
well,
tired.
at least with your premium, you're not going to have to deal with the ads.
That is a good point.
And the other day, I was on YouTube, but I wasn't on my account, and an ad played, and I just got unreasonably angry. I'm like, what the F? I pay good money. Why do I have ads? All of a sudden now they're going to put advert, and I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm not logged in. Such an idiot. Of course.
Well,
apparently,
you went to your father mode immediately.
And I watched her piece, and she went even more into like other things. And apparently, her and her family are like professional foosball players.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And she does like a whole like foosball series on like YouTube.
Oh, good for Kelsey.
Where she hustles people and pretends to be a dumb girl that doesn't know how to play foosball and then takes money from people.
There's the name The Hustler.
Yeah.
That's where she gets it from with this new comedy special.
Not sure if you have to pay on YouTube, but if you want to watch it right now, you can on our website for $10.
Boom.
So you can watch it early.
Oh, that's nothing. I mean, plus you're supporting her.
And she ain't lying about Spokane. Spokane is
oh, yeah.
Dude, I mean, I've told this story before, but it's been a while. But I remember when our hockey team, we would go every Easter weekend for a big hockey tournament in Spokane. My favorite weekend trip, boys getaway ever. I mean, some of the best stories, experiences. And it was to play hockey, but also to get really wasted and have a great time in Spokane for the Northwest Classic. That's what it was called. And dude, every time we'd have a crazy experience in Spokane. One time, a car was stolen right in front of us.
Wow.
And we had no idea that it was being stolen because we're just like, oh, guy got in a car. And then someone came back, goes, where's my car? And he's looking at us. And we're like, we don't know. He's like, you didn't see my car? I'm like, yeah, it just drove away. Like, someone stole my car? And we're like, jeez, man.
Whoa, okay. Dude.
Another time we were in a hotel where like someone got shot.
Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, dude. Like,
wow.
There were moments where like late at night we wanted to go to a 7-Eleven to get something. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty wasted. I think I'm okay with not going across the street. I feel like nothing good will come just crossing the street to go to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I've only been to Spokane twice, and yeah, both times I thought it was me, so I'm happy to hear it's not me. I just felt like it wasn't a safe place.
Well, even then, you were just in a hotel the entire time playing board games.
It's safe in the hotel.
Well,
yeah,
no, this
you didn't even leave.
Well, that's other times. I know that time you're right, but I've been to Spokane outside of that time, Vicky,
okay.
and I remember walking through downtown, just like, hey, I'll go see a movie. And I'm like, maybe I will not go see a movie. Maybe I will not do anything but just hopefully get back to the hotel.
Which is unfortunate because honestly, I really love Spokane. Like, I love the vibe of the city, like the look of it, it's just got like that, like it's a city but still kind of a small town. It's got some fun meth heads. I mean, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what you want. Well, and we have really good friends there. Dave, Molly, and Kenneth do a great radio show in Spokane. So,
they're kind of sketch people.
Yeah, that's true. I always wondered about Ken. And Molly, definitely, I thought that Ken and Molly both were into some sort of really high organization, blue-collar, white-collar conspiracy.
I mean, there's good chicken wings there. I remember we would go to the Red Lion Inn, not the hotel, the Red Lion. It was just a restaurant bar.
It's not a hotel.
We stay at the hotel. But then we would also go to a place called the Red Lion.
Oh, that is so odd that they was like, you know what? We know you got a hotel chain, but we're calling ourselves the Red Lion.
Right. That's why I was like, everyone was raving about this place. I'm like, we're going to a hotel to eat chicken wings? I'll pass. And like, no. This place is phenomenal. It's the Red Lion Pub. Okay. That place is great.
Can I say one thing right now? I would like to say one thing right now after seeing Kelsey cook, because I haven't seen her before, and seeing people like Justin Ruppel. You know what? Comedy is for ugly people. Okay, that's why I got into comedy. And Justin,
those
Kelsey,
days are gone, man.
Yeah,
way gone. Yeah. All comedians are.
Dane Cook changed the game.
Yeah, they're super hot.
Well,
these days.
even Dane Cook's not that attractive. He's kind of goofy looking.
Well, back then he was a lot more.
Yeah, you're right. I guess back
Dane
in the day
Cook
he was the best looking
and
guy.
Carrot Top changed the game.
Carrot Top changed the game when he got swole a little bit, but when he was skinny Carrot Top, he looked like a freak show.
As opposed to now where his eyebrows
now
keep
he's
pointing
amazing.
towards his nose.
Now he's dreamy.
Hey, it's like Dane Cook, same thing.
Yeah, and that Anthony is it Jelinek? Anthony Jelinek?
You're right.
Yeah, Anthony Jelinek, another guy. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're too pretty.
Is it Jeselnik?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
Am I thinking of the Kraken player?
No, you're thinking of the Mariners batter.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Jared Kelnick.
That's it. Well, anyway, that guy. The guy he's also good looking.
He's funny.
There's that Theo Vaughn guy also. He's a good looking dude. He's like a real world guy that's a comic.
You can't do it. I mean, you got to stop. Got to stop, man. Comedy is for ugly people. I'm going to stand up for that.
Those days are gone.
I know, it's so true. It's like, wow, why?
Comedy's for everybody.
I know. But, you'd sit there and go, nobody believes you have a rough life because you're, whatever. So
I've been following Kelsey for a while. She's absolutely hilarious. She's going to be at the Tacoma Comedy Club in a few months. She's awesome. You should definitely go see her. Even Bert Kreischer has acknowledged her on his show for being so good.
Yeah, I think our buddy Andrew Rivers has done some shows with her, and he might have just done a recent show with her, or he's got one coming up too, as a matter of fact. But yeah,
I just love that she used her time on the Tonight Show to make fun of Spokane. Which honestly, if you don't really know Spokane, I mean, you'll get the joke, obviously, but like it hits a lot better. If you've ever spent a moment in Spokane.
Well, frankly, if you said what's the meth capital of the world, I think because of Breaking Bad, you'd point to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Just because of the association. And, Spokane's been pissed about that for years.
No, they can go at war with each other. Who has the best meth?
Enough, I think when I was in high school, it was actually Granite Falls. That was like the meth capital of the nation.
Granite Falls?
Yeah, because I grew up in Lake Stevens, and I think it was in 10th grade. We had to watch like an Oprah special about Granite Falls and meth use.
Whoa, look at Spokane. They got pissed. They were tired of Albuquerque and Granite Falls. They said, we're the meth capital.
Granite Falls took it over.
We're
they have some great pizza.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't been to Granite Falls Pizza. All right.
Omega Pizza.
If you Google it, Michigan, it ranks as the meth capital of the world.
Look at all these places trying to brag.
Well, that's a
and be
state,
bunch of
Danny.
posers.
Well, I know that's what I said.
Yeah,
what
but
is the best
Spokane's
capital?
not in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Michigan?
There's no state. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Michigan. I mean, it's pretty dreary there too in a lot of parts of Michigan. Very
I can't
dreary.
remember the name of it. There's a Twitter page on it's like a Spokane scanner type of a Twitter page. Like any kind of crimes that happen, it gets tweeted out. And sometimes I'll just like find endless hours of entertainment just reading some of the crimes that are going on, because like some of them are just ridiculous. And like whoever runs that account has like this dry sarcasm at times to it, and I'm like, it's pretty funny. But I can't find the name of it. I follow it, but I have no idea what the hell the name of it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's a Spokane like scanner type of a thing, and it's pretty funny.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Deep underground the Jelly Belly factory, Bibi is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time.
ready to be Migs? I know Thomas from Tacoma is. Thomas, are you there?
I am.
All right, Steve, now get out. For those playing at home, Thomas has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it called when you end a relationship by cutting off communication without giving that person any warning?
Pass.
Rhinoplasty is the medical name for which type of plastic surgery?
Nose job.
Yes. What are animals that have no backbones called?
Invertebrates.
Yes. Who plays the title character in the 2016 movie Doctor Strange?
Cumberbatch.
Yes. How many points do you score in an NFL game for a safety?
2 points.
Yes. What fruit is the title of a 2021 hit song by Justin Bieber?
Pass.
Minions made their first appearance in what movie?
Despicable Me.
Yes. What ocean is off the east coast of the United States?
Atlantic.
Yes. What did the ugly duckling eventually turn into?
Goose.
No.
Duck.
No.
Swan.
Yes. What kind of cake is traditionally used for a wedding cake in England?
Sponge.
No.
White cake.
No.
Pass.
You get 7 correct, Thomas.
All right, not bad.
That's a pretty good score.
Not bad.
You passed right as when you didn't know the answer, but you knew quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, I've been a long-time listener, first-time caller, so...
Oh, I hope
very
you
nice.
win, then. Oh. Steve, I hope you go down.
What?
Sorry.
What the hell?
Yeah, this is the first-time caller, first-time player for Thomas.
Yeah,
First time loser, man. Let's
No.
go. Come on.
No.
Steve, are you
Where's the
ready?
love?
Yes.
What is it called when you end a relationship by cutting off communication without giving that person any
Ghosting.
warning? Yes. Rhinoplasty is the medical medical name for what type of plastic surgery?
Nose job.
Yes. What are animals that have no backbones called?
Oh my gosh. What the heck is it?
What is it?
Endoskeletons.
No.
Endochines.
No.
Arachnophobia.
No.
Yes.
Who plays the title character in the 2016 movie Doctor Strange?
That's Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes. How many
Yes.
points do you score in an NFL game for a safety?
2 points.
Yes. What fruit is the title of a 2021 hit song by Justin Bieber?
Lemon.
No.
Watermelon.
No.
Strawberry.
No. Minions made their first appearance in what movie?
Despicable Me.
Yes. What ocean is off the east coast of the United States?
That would be the Atlantic.
Yes. What did the ugly duckling eventually turn into?
A beautiful swan.
Oh, yes. What kind of cake is traditionally used for a wedding cake in England?
Red velvet.
No.
Vanilla.
No.
Chocolate.
No.
Strawberry.
No. You get 7 correct as well, which is a tie.
Oh, Thomas, if you only knew ghosting, you would have won. buddy.
Yeah.
I knew it. It was just on the tip of my tongue. I was just, a little
So
nervous.
close. Well, nice game, though, buddy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, please call in anytime, man. Call in
Yes.
anytime because I think you can be a contender.
One that Thomas got correct that you did not. What are animals that have no backbones called?
I can think of it.
Invertebrates.
Invertebrate.
Yeah, Thomas is smarter than you.
Well, yeah. I mean, the smart stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone know the fruit is the title of the 2020 hit song Justin Bieber?
Was it peach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he is a belieber.
That's right. I should know these things.
Yeah.
He's got Bieber fever.
That's it, baby.
And what kind of cake is traditionally used for wedding cake in England? I think it's disgusting.
Oh, carrot cake.
Fruit cake.
Fruit cake?
Fruit cake is a wedding cake?
Yeah.
What? England, go F yourselves.
I also think carrot cake is also trash too. So
Better than fruit cake.
they're both horrible.
Okay, well, you know what?
Don't
think
put
you're-
vegetables or fruit in my cake. Why?
I mean, it is hard to argue that you could just not put them in there and it still would be an amazing cake.
Exactly.
I'm not going to fight you on it.
Well, congratulations on your tie, Steve.
Yeah, must be Cumberbatch's birthday because he was on my Star Trek calendar. They don't tell you it's the guy's birthday, but they just go, "Hey, here he is, and here's the guy that played Khan." So if you asked a question about him, it must be his birthday today, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
That's a heck of a coincidence if it's not his birthday today. No,
No.
all right. Just so happened he showed up on my calendar, and you happened to ask a random question about him. Wow.
Also, you have the Benedict Cumberbatch bikini calendar that you got for Christmas. So every month you're going to have a picture of him on your calendar.
Well, you know what? You say that with such disdain, but have you seen it? He's pretty beefy.
Oh, he's got nice abs.
Yes, he does.
Yes. Father and daughter saying that in unison, just
right?
The wrong way.
That's the part that sounds wrong with this show?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you're probably not wrong. All right. Well, thank you all for participating in that. I don't know if you guys saw this chat on Reddit where users asked servers to name the weirdest request they've ever gotten from a customer.
Oh, we should probably ask your daughter since she's been a server.
And Vicky's been a server. I've been in retail. Don't forget that.
You can't just try and get in with the restaurant people.
Well, it says it's the server. Oh, servers. Yeah, you're right.
This guy.
I tried
Two
to keep it
narcissists. He's like, oh, yeah, I was one of those too. No, you weren't.
But still, retail has custies. No?
Okay. That's not what this has to do with, though.
Okay,
You're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, you weirdo.
No, you're a gatekeeper is what you are.
No, I'm just a logicist.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't even want to try to look that up.
Yeah.
Hey, so how about this one? And Vicky and Sarah, you could definitely, if you got something you want to add to
think
this.
of some strange request you had when you were a server, unlike your dad.
Couples, this could have been me. A couple didn't want their empty plates bust yet because the guy wanted to lick them clean first. And he did.
Okay, as long as he got to.
Yeah, I did that one time for money because my sister, she bribed me. She said, "I'll give you $5 if you lick that plate." And I'm like, "Yeah, $5, hand it over."
I would just need acceptance that it won't be weird at the table. I would do it every time. Like I'm always like the person I get home. Like it's like I'll just use my finger and get like a last bit of pasta sauce.
Oh, me, I love that too. Yeah,
Yeah, I do that too.
I'm the guy that whenever the waiter or waitress comes by to pick up our plates, they always have to have that joke. Looks like you really didn't like your meal because of course everything is gone. I'm like, well, I paid for it. Of course I'm going to eat it.
Steve's like, shut up.
Like, why are you shaming me for enjoying your meal?
Yeah, I always usually tell a waitress if they say that to me. Yeah, tell your cooks I hated it as like a joke back. Like I say that
good.
every time.
I like that.
Like what else are you supposed to say? Like
it's better than me going, leave me alone.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Are you calling me fat?
Yeah.
And the other side of the coin, though, be like, hey, how was everything as you take their plates? And they all say that, like, oh, I hated it, as it's completely empty and gone.
That's right. Yeah, I've done that joke. I've been that dad joke. Like, you've never heard this before. How about a guy asked for a tablecloth to wrap around his waist after soiling himself? I don't think you asked that, do you?
He
don't
needs
you
to just go home.
You got to go home. You can't sit there and go.
He had to be drunk.
Oh, man.
You don't ask for that unless you're drunk.
Now, here's the deal. You ready for this? The server said this happened 15 years ago, and this guy is still a regular who comes in once a week.
Nice.
Do you think he feels like he owes it to them to like still go in and give them business?
I wonder if he remembers.
Either he's...
Who would show their face after that?
Unless he's like, man, this is my restaurant. They trust me.
He's shame-free, or I think he was blackout drunk. Because I would love to be that, like, just zero F's given to go, this was one of the most embarrassing moments, but I am still going to show up at the place where it happened.
Yeah, and that makes me feel like he did get the tablecloth. Because you know what I mean? Like, otherwise, would you really go back?
Well, and you, as a server, you'd have to. I mean, but then did he just take off his pants and then just wear the tablecloth?
Everything is so weird. I'm hoping soiled was number one.
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah, because otherwise you really got to go home.
Unless it was like the Acropolis, and then it could have been a number 3 for all I know.
Yeah, but at that point, I mean, they expect that. They don't hand out tablecloths, but they give you something else to prevent it.
I think they more tolerate it. I don't know if they expect it, BJ.
Yeah.
And
they'd be like, here you
regardless-
go. Here, just in case.
Crotch check. Oh, what the hell, man? You're leaving with dry pants.
Doesn't matter what situation, I hope he left a big tip.
As it were.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I see what you're saying.
I feel like he's probably still leaving a decent-sized tip.
He better.
Yeah, are we talking at the Acropolis? What are we talking about here?
The Acropolis.
Yeah, what are we talking?
Damn it, Linda.
There was a woman that sent her grilled chicken salad back because it was cold, so they cooked more chicken, but she sent it back again because the salad itself was still cold. She wouldn't eat it until they microwaved the lettuce.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah,
I would do it if I was a server. I'm like, sure, whatever you need.
I would have thought, okay, I
Dummy.
guess some people hate warm food on cold food, but okay, I get what you did. And then you realize, oh no, I want the salad warm. Like, what are you, what?
At first, I thought she was trying to find a way to like get out of paying because I had that. Somebody ordered a pulled pork sandwich and it comes with coleslaw on top of it. So he sticks his finger in it. This is cold. He sticks his finger in the actual coleslaw, not the meat itself. That was him trying to get out of paying.
You probably read that on the internet, or someone told him it worked.
It's like, dude, I
Did
literally...
he get out of paying?
No.
Oh, okay. So I should stop doing it.
Which it's funny because like the request, the weirdest request I thought of happened at that table. And it was these guys that are locally famous being rowdy, drunk, and these girls came and hung out with them, and you could tell they were not having a good time. So they requested, like, is there another exit we can take? Because they were smoking out front. We need to get the hell out of this date. So I had to open a side door for them to escape because it was
The girls.
The girls, yeah. It was just bad. And they were just being jerks like the entire night.
And you said you knew who they were. They were somebody's.
Yes.
God, I hate that.
Yeah. It's just like, no, I know who you guys are.
I've been in situations with somebodies where they try to really use their somebodyness in order to, like, in a place. And I'm like, can we just be anonymous? Will you please stop with this?
Pulling the "Don't you know who I am?" And I'm like, I wish I didn't know who you were.
So embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's
that's why I don't get lunch with Danny anymore.
Yep.
Danny does it all the time.
He yells at women and goes, "Don't you know who I am?" It's very strange.
And everybody says, "No, I don't know who you are. Why would I know who you are? You are a failure to humanity."
Wow.
And then he just rips his clothes off, keeps his underwear on because he's a gentleman. But
Well,
now, do you know who I am?
Because he's got a big sign who says who he is on his underwear. Instead of Juicy on the back, it says Danny V.
Yes.
I hate you guys.
I kind of want to get him a pair of pants, sweatpants that just say Danny V on the butt.
I think we have to. Does Victoria's Secret do their own? So, like, they'll give you the Juicy sort of font, but we can put Danny V instead?
Oh, no, I say we buy just some cheap sweatpants, go to like a fair where they have like the spray with the airbrushing.
Let's do it.
And airbrush Danny V on the back of his sweatpants.
Why do I have a vision of it? The spray paint's going to be brown that you use.
I mean, now that you mention it, do you guys have glitter brown airbrushing paint?
We got to bedazzle that butt.
I'm kind of jealous, actually.
We should all do
Can I
this
get
for
a
Live
pair?
Day.
Yeah.
For Live Day.
We should.
Yes.
Well, that's the idea. We're going to be wearing bedazzled butt jeans.
Cheesy fairground attire.
Oh, okay.
Mark that one down.
I don't even know what that is. You're going to have to dress me up.
Oh, we'll love to dress you up.
Okay,
we'll get
fair
you
enough.
a giant shirt that just says BJ on it.
I have no problem with that.
And then Shay on the butt.
Shay on the butt.
Something's got to be on all of our booties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you can say whatever you want. Yeah, you can have rock on the back if you want.
We'll get rock butts.
Rock butts. We're going to get rock butts. Actually, the rock logo would look good on my butt.
Okay.
Just saying.
Don't flatter yourself too
See,
much.
Vicky even found one, an airbrush. You could have it to say hot bitch on the front.
Oh, yeah. Hot bitch on the front, rock butt on the back. Let's do it.
Beach babes, Cancun. And then it's like a picture of like a palm tree and a sailboat.
Actually, I kind of like that.
How about when it says, I've upped my standards, up yours.
Oh, I get it.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. What is it, man? What's on your mind? Well, whatever it is, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
Someone texted in, was just wondering, hey, what is something that you guys are into, but your partner is not? For instance, for me, I'm big into Harry Potter, and my wife thinks I'm an idiot for liking it.
Wow, that's the opposite of your household.
Yes. Well, I don't think my wife's an idiot for liking Harry Potter. I don't think anyone's an idiot for liking anything, unless it's something that's like awful. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
Denver Broncos.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, I thought it was going to come at me. All right, I'll take that. Yeah, you're right. Caesar's an idiot. Oh, wait, sorry, Caesar. I didn't know you were listening. Sorry about that, buddy.
But like, yeah, she's huge. Not huge, but she's a big fan of Harry Potter. Has all the books, so I guess she's like bigger than most people. Like, loves the movies as well. Went to Harry Potter Land, and I had fun at Harry Potter Land. But I tried to watch a Harry Potter movie, could not get into it.
Oh, there's no way you're going to like that.
No, it's just not my thing. Yeah. And then on the flip side, like, yeah, my wife would easily, without even a hesitation, say wrestling.
Yeah.
She'll always joke about how, like, when we first started dating, I said, I kind of like it. And then once we started getting a little more serious, she realized it wasn't a kind of like, it was an obsessive like.
Oh, yeah, you definitely lied about that.
Well, what are you supposed to say when you first start dating somebody who's not into wrestling? Be like, no, babe. Like, when you're not around, that's all I'm watching. When you fall asleep on the couch and she wakes up, it's like 1984 wrestling match I'm watching, or some random like old school match. It's not even the current product. I'm always watching old stuff.
You're wise to not disclose that information.
Yeah,
at the early stages of the relationship,
that would have went sour.
Yeah, I'm not true. I think you'd be single still.
Maybe.
I mean, it depends on how much but I think you did a good job. You were like, oh, I kind of like it. You showed that you were, not crazy about it, even though you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's well, for me, it's board games. Kathy does not like to play them at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's a whole life that I have that has nothing to. I finally did get a card game that we got to play together, and she really likes it. But it's something that she really can grasp. It's not that crazy. It's just like a trick taking game. So she likes those games. But it took a long time. It was like 8 years. I tried so many different games to get her to like, and she's just like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Not feeling it.
Yeah. And then finally she and if you're wondering what the game is, it's called The Crew, which a lot of college kids were playing as the new way of taking tricks in a card game. And but otherwise, yeah, she wants nothing to do with board games at all.
Have you just tried a game yesterday? I think you might be into.
Wait, you played a board game?
It's called Soggy Doggy.
Okay, it's got to be a kid's game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, don't know Soggy Doggy, Steve.
You roll a dice, and then it tells you how many times you're supposed to spin the faucet, and then if you spin it and it hits on it, the dog's in a little bathtub, and it just starts rattling this thing, and then the dog just starts shooting water at everyone. We were playing that yesterday.
So how did Tatum even get to know about this game?
Because, as I'm learning more and more when we watch children's shows, that it's just straight up nonstop advertising for all these things. So she sees this and thinks it's the funniest thing ever. She's like, Soggy Doggy, that looks fun. That looks fun. And we're like, oh yeah, if we ever see it, we'll get it for you. Okay. We go to Target yesterday. And what do we see at Target? Soggy Doggy.
Well,
so
you
gotta get it.
That looks fun.
That looks fun. Then she goes, Daddy, they have it. I'm like, yep, they do. And that means we're buying it. So $20 or $30 later, we have this thing that just now gets everything wet.
It is. It's genius.
Awesome.
It is very, very genius.
It's a fun game. And we don't even play the game. Her idea of the game is just spinning the faucet handle until the dog starts shaking and spitting water at it.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
And then yell, Soggy Doggy.
Yeah, and that's all you need.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, well, you know what?
You should try it, BJ.
You've started down a path of board games. Who knows what this will lead to?
That'd be so great if at your next board game party and everyone's like playing these very cerebral games, and then all of a sudden you're like, guys, have you tried Soggy Doggy yet? Because it sounds like it could be a good.
Vicky would be all over this.
I'd do it.
Yeah,
but if you didn't know what
totally
it was,
be all over this.
Could you play like Sushi Kittens or whatever it is?
Sushi Go.
Yeah.
Exploding kittens, or kittens in a blender.
Whatever it is. So people are like, what kind of weird game is this going to be? And then you pull out and it's literally a soggy dog.
Yeah.
But I do have to say there are people in my game group that would go, all right, because you think of the old Hungry Hippos days, and that kind of, it harkens to that a little bit.
Would you ever throw people for a loop and just bust out Operation?
I haven't done that yet.
You should.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Fantastic.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like if BJ...
It's good, a little break from all, the serious games.
Yeah.
In movies and stuff, though, if I do this, that means I'm in trouble. I feel like that would be it. BJ's like, let's play Monopoly or Operation. Be like, BJ, are you under duress? Is somebody kidnapped you? Is there is there a problem?
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
But there are, even in the board game community, there are light games that people like to bust out because, like you said, Steve, they just want to be able to have a beverage and have fun, and it's not too cerebral and too thinky. And so there are games like that. They're not on the level as Soggy Doggy, but they are surely simpler than there's a new Uno game by Marvel, it's Marvel Uno, which is really good. It's definitely more complex than regular Uno, and I actually liked it. I was so surprised at how much I like Marvel Uno. And those are the kind of games you play when you go, dude, it's late at the con, we're fried. We do want to still play games, but we're not going to start a complex game. My brain can't handle it after hours of gaming or hours at the con.
And that's when Soggy Doggy comes out.
Soggy Doggy comes out. Yeah, I look, if somebody broke out Soggy Doggy at a con, that would be hysterical. It really, and Vicky
honestly
would be the type.
If people are drunk, I think you guys would be into it because it's you roll a die and then you have to spin the handle, but it doesn't. You don't. It's like playing roulette in a sense. I can't believe I'm giving this heartfelt review of Soggy Doggy, but you know what I mean. So when it does, the dog starts rattling the water. It kind of catches you by surprise. And I bet drunk people would lose their minds.
It reminds me of Uno Attack. If you've ever played that version, it's got that. Basically, instead of drawing cards, you push a button. You might get 0. You might get 10. and they'll spit at you. So
That's the funny thing is they
that's
just
the fun
fly
thing.
at you.
So you don't know what you're getting. So I feel like, yeah, definitely get some drunk people involved. I'm down.
Especially everyone has to drink when the dog starts shooting the water off of its
You
body.
just got to be careful if you're playing next to somebody who's got a real serious board game and all of a sudden water's flying everywhere. That will not go
It's
well.
minimal water.
Yeah, you don't understand. Any bit of water on somebody else's board game will not go well.
It wouldn't go very far. Like
Again,
inches.
all right. Well, you
It's
know
not
what?
going to like end up on another table unless you flip the table of Soggy Doggy.
That's what I'm going to
Have
do.
you met BJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
206-803-ROCK. It is listeners on the loose. Dak in Texas, you are on the rock.
Well, howdy, y'all. How's everyone doing?
Great. Hey, Dak. Howdy. Welcome to the show. Are you listening on our app at the Odyssey app, sir?
Yes, sir, I am. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. What you got for us?
Absolutely. Well, dude, a few years back, I was picking up a date that I met on Plenty of Fish. And this is back when doorbell cameras were kind of new, and I didn't really know much about them. And, well, long story short, I got caught dropping an epic fart on this girl's doorbell camera when I went to pick her up.
Oh, damn.
No, Vicky, it was not awesome.
Please tell me she sent you the video so you at least have it.
Oh, dude, it was worse than that because I didn't know that you can communicate with me through your phone, let alone like when your doorbell like detects that you're walking up to someone's porch, you know what I mean? So
right.
She was watching me before it happened, and then after I detonated, she chimed in on the speaker and was like, "Hey, stud, what's crappening?"
You guys still went on the date, though, right?
Yes, but it was the worst date ever. I knew I was never going to have the upper hand. And, dude, she had nothing but puns all night long.
Oh, so she just clowned on you the whole night?
All night long, sir. It was like we'd be taking a shot together, and she'd, like, pregnant pause and be like, "Hey, I'm having a blast," you know? And
you didn't propose to her right then and there?
Right.
Wow.
Oh, I'm still in love with this girl. Oh, my God. She's the one that got away like a fart in the wind, right, guys?
Like a fart in the wind.
Like a fart in the wind.
Wow.
I am very invested in this love story now. You need to go try to win her back.
See, I think I'm
On
on
a new
Dak.
website, Plenty of Farts.
Some. Dak, I feel like, I don't know, but I'm the same way. I would have been mortified and felt like I can't come back from this. Though I think other people on the show would have like got it, took it in strides, and she seemed to be a good sport about it.
Right.
She was, you know, girl of everyone's dream. Super funny, super witty, but just, you know, the butt of that joke that night. I just couldn't get out of that. Like, it was,
oh, man.
Because, I mean, it was an incredible fart. It was one of those, like, bow, wah, like, it was terrible. And she just, "Hey, stud," and I was like, oh, my God.
That is, yeah, you're right.
You got to
man.
drown your sorrows in some Whataburger, because that's like, isn't that the spot in Texas?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's all we have down here that we reign supreme on, I believe. You know. But,
well, man,
yeah,
I feel for you, Dak. I do. I feel for you. And who knows? Maybe she will be the one that you can get back.
I wish, sir. I mean, anyway, I love you guys. I've been with you guys since 2007 when I was a soldier up at JBLM, and now I'm back in Texas. But
dude, that's awesome.
I love your show, dude.
That means a lot.
We all play Beat Migs. So.
I appreciate that, Dak. There's a lot of great radio in Texas, so thank you so much for still listening to us, bro. We appreciate that. And
we need to find this woman. Like,
Yeah,
what is she
we-
telling her friends? Like, I met the most amazing dude, and he farted, and then it just ended like he just didn't want to date me.
I knew he was the one as soon as he blasted.
Well, I was so interested in that because it sounded like he was like, yeah, it was the worst date ever. But then he's like, she was the girl of my dreams and she got away. Like, how did those two things
I think his
happen?
pride got in the way.
I get in my own head.
Understandable.
I would have gotten my own head thinking that I blew it literally forever.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is I think, you know, every time she would make a pun, I would go, it's just reinforcing how much I ruined this, even though she probably didn't think that way.
I get it. No, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, but I feel like other people like you, Steve, you would have gone with it. You would have been like, that's right.
Well, I don't know if I would say that's right, but I definitely would have. I think if she's goofing on me, I'd enjoy that. Because then maybe I'd be like, oh, you think that's funny?
Let's see what else we can make up.
You know what? You're doubling down, baby. That's what you're doing.
And then she's like, okay, it was cute the first time.
Yeah, dude, I didn't smell it the first time. You know, I was in the safety of my home, so you're done.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
At Regents, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. From access to your neighborhood pharmacy to the top doctors in the region, let Regents help you find the right individual and family plan at Regents.com. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. 206-803-ROCK.
Somebody needs our help. This is a good one.
All right.
This is what they texted. How do I tell my mom to pump the brakes on this internet relationship she's having? She's been single for about 10 years, and I get she's lonely, but she's tried these long-distance internet relationships before, and they've always ended terribly. She's in quote-unquote love again with some guy from Chicago, wants to fly him out, and I just think she needs to stop, or should I just mind my own business?
Oh, it's a tough one when you're a kid and your parents get older and it's all about the internet. It's so tough to know if they're getting scammed.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of like, is she being scammed? I mean, is the quote-unquote scam her paying for a person's flight to come to Washington?
I think so.
But if the person comes and it doesn't work out well, did she get scammed or did she just pick a bad relationship?
I think if he really loves her, that he should pay to come see her if this is a real relationship. And if he doesn't want to or can't, then that is a good signal that maybe this isn't the relationship for her.
But you say that. She's lonely. I'm trying to find the other side of it. But like, this is what's making her feel alive, and this gives her some kind of purpose. Like, as long as she's not getting like scammed thousands of dollars, if like the biggest issue she's flying a guy let mom do whatever the hell she wants to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it sucks. Like, maybe express that you're concerned that this is not going to go well, but you know, if she's lonely and has no one else to be with, unless you're going to spend every waking minute with your mom, let her do whatever the hell gets her happies off.
Ooh, just go get a background check. Get a background check on this dude. Make sure he's on the up and up and is not going to come over and like murder her or something.
See, that's a fair fear.
Yeah, see, then you got to get involved. That's the problem.
I'm torn on this one.
You have to get involved. I mean, and that's the thing is, do you want to be that involved in anybody's life? That's the problem is with the internet now and with the way money works and people can scam you. As a child, I don't know what the proper thing is for you to do to protect your parents as they get older. I don't know.
It's a weird thing because as I'm getting older, I'm now becoming the parent with my parents. Like anything they want to buy online or if they see anything, you have to send it to me first.
Oh, same with my mom.
Yeah. Like, hey, I really want this. Does this look like a scam? I'm like, considering the webpage is all misspellings and no, this is not a good link. Do not buy anything.
The BJ Migs Facebook page isn't real?
It's not real. I'm sorry, buddy.
Damn it. I just gave him my credit card information.
Ignore the hyphen, people.
Right, just ignore any BJ and Migs page that's asking you for anything other than a smile.
We don't.
And we don't even ask for that.
Yeah.
I say trust this guy from Chicago. Don't trust BJ Migs' Facebook page.
Yeah, but that's you. You're a casual guy. I don't know how involved you would get with any of your parents, But the first time...
I would be concerned. I just would like for them to still be able to have fun and be happy in their life.
The first time they get scammed, though, you're done. You will never let them do anything ever again because it's a pain in your ass to have to do it every time. And I don't know, out of you and your brother, if all of a sudden one of you had to sort of step in and be like, if you will, the power of their attorney, because it's going to happen. People get older. I know you. I think one time somebody messes up and you'll be like, okay, that's it. I do not want to have to deal with this anymore.
Yeah. But when you think about it, like if someone's so lonely and it's hard to find someone, especially when like I don't know how old this person's mom is, but let's just say they're in their like 60s or something, maybe 70s. If they don't have any human interaction and this is what they're able to get, how do you stop them from that?
But if you have money to be able to fly somebody out, don't you have money to join like there's events and adventures that have advertised on us from time to time, and that's where singles can go and do. I mean, if you got the cash to fly somebody out, you could do something in your own place.
But are they catering to like older people? I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like they might have different levels of whatever.
But even to that point, there's just service. I think to your point, there's just services out there that you could probably use that money for in your own town, as opposed to talking to somebody from Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. And like, my biggest fear would be like, are you getting scammed?
Yeah.
But like, if you're not getting scammed, and you're just like, this is just also on the other end, a lonely dude in Chicago that doesn't have any luck finding ladies. Like, let her have her fun.
And if you can't find maybe events, like you said, maybe Events and Adventures is not old enough, so get like Bingos and Dentures and try that.
Bingos and Dentures.
Yeah, maybe that club will work out well for you.
I kind of want to go myself.
There you go.
Do I have to have dentures?
I feel like it's in the name.
I mean, you could just carry them around, just pretend.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's like, wait, guys, I've been sending nudes to BJ-Migs for months. Oh, man, we don't have access to the messages.
Yeah.
By the way, that would be so great if that's what you do to those hackers. Just send them dong pics all day long.
Just make sure it's not the verified account.
Yeah, we don't want those. Again, anything that's got a hyphen.
Is our BJ-Migs page verified? No. Damn it.
Damn it.
All right, well then just don't send it to the one that we're on.
Yeah.
That'll be difficult to find.
I think you can figure it out. Where the one that's like actually communicating with the listeners and not saying you won a prize.
You say it would be that difficult. I can't tell you how many messages I get. Are you guys really giving this money away? No, we're not.
Which, when you think about it, you're messaging us our other Facebook page to see if this other page is legit. Wouldn't that answer your question?
Good point.
I always find that funny.
I think that's so odd. Like, hey, I just won a prize from your page, but I'm not messaging that page. I'm messaging the other page that I know is real.
Yeah.
Where there's a big post at the top that says this page is fake.
Like I know it sounds. Who wouldn't want some extra money,
right?
But if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably. And also, if they're asking for your credit card information, that means it's not true.
Which is we will go back to the original texter. If the guy is really a guy, I feel like he should have enough money to fly himself out here. It's like you said, it's not a lot of money, Steve. That's where I go. That's the litmus test, Mom. Let him fly himself out there. Yeah. Or if you want, you can fly yourself out there. But if you don't feel safe enough to do whatever. But
what if she's just like, dude, I just want some. And if I have to fly this guy out to get some, I'm going to fly this guy out.
Then you know what? Find some local.
I mean.
You can go. That'll be your job. Find your mom some local. Right? You hear about how like STDs are up in nursing homes. Maybe you got to throw mom in a nursing home.
Oh, so she's getting syphilis?
Yeah, well, she's getting action if she's looking to get a piece. Yeah. I mean, from what I find, old people are really just getting after it these days. So it's like, I mean, if mom really wants it, she can get it. Well, that's what I'm hearing, all the stories and everything.
From your fellow old people?
Well, I haven't quite got there yet. I'm talking about people that are like, 70s and 80s that are just like, whoa, baby.
Oh, I love it. So my housemate works at a retirement community and in the salon portion, and the amount of drama that happens, like one gal was caught rubbing Ben Gay on one of the other men's backs, and she was all up on him, and she got caught in the act, and it was amazing. And he's the sweetest old man. I've met him. It's great.
Yeah, but here's the problem. If she's got Ben Game all over her hands, nothing's happening, because that will ruin a man if she rubs that somewhere else.
Wash your hands.
Well, I'm saying she's rubbing it on his back, right? Yeah. She needs to wash those hands up if they're going to go to step 2.
Was Ben Gay kind of like Tiger Bomb?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Icy hot?
Oh, yeah, dude. That stuff, you put that in the wrong place. And like you guys found out when you did it on the Migs cast,
it was
right?
not fun.
No, it wasn't. All right, well, Steve, Steve is a little bit more chill.
I'm trying to find there's maybe a silver lining to it. Like, do you want to stop your mom from being having something to get excited about?
I know it's a tough one. I think that's why it's like you got to maybe see who's in charge of her money. That's the one thing you worry about is you do not want someone losing a lot of dough, which this scam happens a lot for women. For dudes, all you got to do is just send naked pictures and they're going to send money. That's OnlyFans, and that's already.
You just have to send your OnlyFans link, and more often than not, someone's like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
$4.99 a month. That's a bargain."
Woo! 206-803-ROCK. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
This actually goes back to our earlier conversation about how technology screwed you. And it's kind of similar to the one earlier we talked about a guy who left a laugh emoji or a laugh reaction on Facebook to somebody talking about their parent passing away.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't mean to.
Fat fingered the emoji.
And then found out like several hours later when he wasn't on social media to find out that everyone's calling him a douche for laughing at someone's death. And that wasn't intentional. This person said, I was scrolling through Facebook stories on my phone. I came across a story from my ex where she was posting about her wedding. Well, my screen froze, and as I'm trying to get it to work, I somehow accidentally sent her the sad face emoji to the story.
Wah, 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 wah.
See, at least if it was a happy one or the love reaction, she could be like, oh, that person took the high road.
Yeah. Yeah, the sad one. but that makes you look pathetic.
It does.
It's like, oh, you went and found some love, and I'm still here pining. Yeah. I mean, unless he dumped her, you know.
Either way, it's a bad look.
It is a bad look. Oh, technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have that happen to me a lot when I'm just trying to do just dictate the text.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it doesn't shut off anymore. It used to shut off if you paused or something. It just stays on no matter for however long you want it to. And so, God, it's such a beating. I got to get used to it now on the iPhone.
Can you tell it to stop?
Yeah, well, you have to just use your finger. But I just remember that if you paused, it would stop. Like after a while, at least my brain remembers that. This thing just keeps going.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, oh, all right, fine. So technology.
I don't think I've ever used the voice to text thing.
No, I don't.
Well, I've tried it and I was like, it's not working. I have to correct more than I had before.
I get super frustrated and then I have to go. Yeah, to that point, I'm spending more time going and making edits.
You talk funny though, so I probably doesn't understand you, Danny.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I think my phone's like grammatically everything you just said is completely wrong. I'm not going to text that out.
I got my first whatever the voice text that they send now on messages, like on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, we talked about how younger people like to do that rather than like send you messages.
Yep.
And it's so like annoying. I texted back, or at least I wrote like, this person's sending me voice, and I'm responding in text.
Oh, they sent you like a voice note?
Like
a voice note. Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
And really, I'm like, well, you could have written that out. You didn't have to voice me on that. As a matter of fact, you sound like a moron. If you just had put it in voice, I think if you just texted it, you would have been more concise. You know,
you should have responded with that. Just your voice message back, be like, "Hey, just text that out next time. You sound like a moron."
They didn't get the hint either because I just basically wrote in words back, figuring I don't want to, you know, because the person said, "Do you want to do a phone call or do you want to do message?" So I said, "I'd rather do a message," and then they voice me, and I'm
it's
like,
a voice message.
It's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to hear your voice.
That's the only way I'm communicating with you these days.
Don't do
BJ.
it. No, I don't do
From now on, our group chat is voice messages only.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all three of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Deep underground, the Jelly Belly factory, Bibi is in her secret laboratory creating the weird and wild flavors of Bean Boozled.
I've done it again!
Is it pomegranate or old bandage? Dare to compare. Bean Boozled, 6th edition. Are you brave enough?